By the way, Richard Christie celebrated. Richard Christie celebrated his birthday this week.
Yeah, what did he do?
How did he celebrate?
So Gary informed me that Richard was saying this is how he does it every year. He goes to Papa John's. He orders a pizza and cheese sticks, which I always think is weird because in school, when I was in Roosevelt, they used to offer school lunch of a piece of horrible pizza and cheese sticks. And I went, well, why do I want cheese with a cheese pizza? But he's
the one they were catering to.
Yeah, he gets cheese sticks, pizza, takes that home, and he drinks champagne with it, and he watches Halloween 1 and 3.
Why 1 and 3?
I don't know. Why 1 and 3? Like, why not 5? Like,
1 and 3 are my favorites.
And Halloween 5 is bad? How many Halloweens are there?
If I had time, I would have watched 5, too. Yeah, that's all I had time for.
Are there 7 Halloweens?
There's, I think, 9 now.
9.
Including Rob Zombies.
But every year it's 1 and 3.
Yeah. I've been doing it for about 15 years now.
And
why you skip 2?
These are his favorites. Why? Yeah. What about the cheese sticks? Why is that?
Oh, they gave me free cheese sticks.
Why would they give cheese with cheese pizza?
I think they have my birthday in their computer or something. Oh. And I guess because I ordered on my birthday, I ordered there so much they kind of know me.
Papa John's?
Yeah, and the guy offered me, he said, hey, you want some free cheese sticks? And I was like, yeah.
You're in New York City with the greatest pizza in the world.
Honestly, man. I could
you go to Papa John's?
Well, first of all, I love Papa John's, but this kind of a tradition, I started doing this when I lived in Missouri, so it's kind of an emotional thing for me. I just love...
What was happening in Missouri?
Nothing much, just eating Papa John's.
Richard,
you really want to hold on to that.
In about a half an hour, I could show you 5 pizzerias you'd never go back to Papa John's.
Do me a favor and show them that.
I really want to.
I don't think you can train those taste buds. They won't like good pizza.
No, I know good pizza. The place downstairs, 𝗛𝗵cie, that's good pizza.
You know, I've never had Papa John's pizza, but I imagine when I hear the name Papa John's, it's more like the Pizza Hut pizza, right?
It is, yeah.
It's probably worse.
No, it's good. It's got tons. I get the meat lovers. They got like 5 different meats on it, and they give you this oil, this like butter oil that you can pour all over your slice.
Yeah.
And then I pour the oil. And then I cover it with Parmesan cheese.
It shows you how bad it is. You got to put all that shit on it.
Right, you're not tasting pizza.
No, but I love that stuff. Even the best steak in the world, I still like sauce.
Just take a loaf of bread, melt some cheese on the bread, and then pour some tomato sauce. It's probably the same thing.
It's just in my...
happy birthday.
Thank you very much. I enjoyed it.
And I just want to mention the 𝗫𝗫 thing, and I don't want to get into a long discussion about this because it's kind of weird. But everyone's aware, 𝗫𝗫, that you're now brushing your teeth in the hall, so here's your attention you were seeking, okay? He's been walking around for 2 days, and he walks around with a toothbrush and brushes his teeth and is waiting for someone to notice.
I know. I said something to them the other day, like, do you know where you are? This is not the bathroom.
Yeah, and it's another cry for attention. And so you got it. You got my attention. I know you don't have to do it anymore. We know you're brushing your teeth in the hall.
It worked?
Yeah, it worked. It worked. You got my attention. Why are you doing that? You don't have to do it. You don't have to try to be the weird guy on the show.
Howard, I'm not. Usually I go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Lots of times there's someone in our little bathroom.
Okay.
So sometimes I just pull the toothbrush out, clean out my teeth a little bit after I ate. The last couple days, though, Greg did notice it. and
people don't do that. It's not polite. It's kind of gross.
Well,
you don't brush your teeth.
I don't do it vigorously. I just swirl it around in my mouth.
Toothpick might be appropriate, but sometimes not. But I take a toothpick. I understand you. But a toothbrush, I mean, you're carrying on like a lunatic, and everyone sees it. We know you're doing it. You don't need to do it. You do it in the bathroom.
All right, I'll come up with a new idea.
Am I right, Robin?
Right.
I mean, 𝗫𝗫 was brushing his teeth behind Jeff Conaway while Howard TV was filming Jeff. It's like, let Jeff have his moment.
Yeah.
That was a thing worked out between Greg and I.
But why are you working with Greg?
Because Greg is a camera guy.
Greg doesn't strike me as a guy who you work stuff out with.
Right.
You know?
All right.
Honestly. I've seen the witty repartee when Robin tries to engage at me. And you're working that out? I mean, Jeff Conaway's interesting as hell. He's a train wreck to look at. I don't even know why.
He doesn't need upstaging.
Yeah, he doesn't need a guy in the background brushing his teeth. I don't know, sometimes he gets crazy around here. Sometimes it's too crazy around here.
Well, he's taken to wearing the stupid hat, too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Spring. What you're saying is, Howard, 2 train wrecks in one camera shot.
Right.
Not necessarily.
That's overkill.
All right, let's go to, what do you want to hear? Some Crazy Alice voicemails? You want to hear Hate Man directing hate at Robin and Howard? Do you want to hear,
Howard?
Yes.
You asked me to remind you also, you like that new Richard phone call.
Oh, yeah, Richard made a new phone call using the voice of one of our favorites, the great Riley Martin.
Oh.
Here's, Riley was screaming about 𝗛cie on the air. I guess the guys found somebody named 𝗛cie.
How did you do that?
I don't know if the guy, who knows? But the guy doesn't, the guy doesn't even appear to understand the name 𝗛cie. All I know is, what I love about these calls is, the guys call up, and you'd think people would hang up, but they don't. They just fight. They fight with this maniac on the phone, you know? Riley's yelling at them right off the bat. It goes from 0...
And they stick with it.
And they stick with it. So here's Riley, a tape of Riley yelling at a guy named 𝗛cie.
Hello?
Yeah, who is this, 𝗛cie?
Who are you calling?
𝗛cie.
I think you must have the wrong number.
God damn it.
What?
Oh, that's bullshit.
You're bullshit. Who the hell are you?
You stupid bastard.
You asshole son of a bitch.
You motherfucker.
Yeah, that's good.
You're not a decent fucking human being.
You got any more to say?
You fucking dirtwad.
Give me your name, you cocksucker.
𝗛cie.
Hello?
You sorry bitch.
You son of a bitch. Hello?
Motherfucker, I'm on probation.
What's that supposed to mean to me?
Do you think I'm playing? Do you think I'm playing with you?
I know you're playing with me.
I'm talking about you, 𝗛cie, you fucking worm.
Who are you, man? Who are you?
𝗛cie.
Who?
𝗛cie.
And what do you want with me?
You fucking dirtwad.
You asshole. What do you want?
I would appreciate it if you stayed the fuck out of my business and do not come near me and my family.
Are you out of your mind?
I gotta tell you, son, your act is a piece of shit.
Next time you call here, mother, I'm calling the cops.
Be so kind to stay the fuck out of my face forever, you sorry motherfucker.
You asshole.
God damn it.
God damn it. You call here anymore, and I am calling the police.
You sorry bitch.
Well, let me tell you.
Can I request a call?
Yeah, which one do you like?
All right. I'm sorry if this takes a while, but callers do it. The one, Ronnie, it's Ronnie's voice, the kid who, it's a classic, the kid who goes, I'll pay to meet you. I'll fucking pay to meet you. That whole call is just astonishingly funny.
Let me see how quick I can get that one.
That, or whatever's easier, the Ronnie one where he keeps telling that older woman to come down and take her shirt off. She keeps going, I ain't going nowhere.
Which one do you want? You got to make a choice.
The first one.
First one?
The guy.
You got that one, or are they going to give it to me, Fred?
I think they're going to give it to you. I mean, I'm going to try looking in the meantime as well, but...
I'm working on it. Give us 2 seconds.
All right.
Wow, the technology.
Meanwhile, take a look at your book and look up Sending Retards to the Moon, see if they have anything in there.
You're in that one, too.
Yeah. We're the only show that ever sent a retarded person to the moon.
We've got it.
Okay, what page?
Gary, page 1 in red.
All right. You heard Jenny McCarthy.
That died.
Oh, oops. Gary, page 1 in red.
Hello?
What the hell's the big deal? You never heard of a block party before?
Who are you looking for, sir?
Dude, what is your problem?
What are you talking about? Who are you looking for?
You know, everything bothers you, you know?
I know, but who are you looking for?
You don't know what it is to have fun, you know?
How about fun when I put my foot in your fucking ass and I meet up with you right now? How's that sound?
You are such an asshole. You know what? You know why nobody invites you to anything now? Because you're an asshole.
I'm going to fucking bust your teeth out of your mouth.
I'm going to challenge you to a boxing match.
You puke fuck.
What do you know, motherfucker?
Where are you?
What do you know?
Where are you, you
moron?
fucking puke? No one cares about you. What do you want?
Stupid ass.
What do you
Shut up,
want?
moron. I'm not even putting on a headphone to listen. I don't really give a crap what you got to say.
Oh, you picked the wrong guy to call, motherfucker, because I don't give a fuck. You understand?
I've been hearing you're inviting me for 5 years here.
I like to see you bleed and cry like a little girl. I'm sticking your fucking head in the ground.
I'm an asshole? No.
You're not an asshole. You're a jerk off. What?
I don't give a shit.
Where are you?
Fuck you.
You understand? Because if I find out who you are...
You're a total asshole.
You understand me?
Dude, I don't even want to talk about it.
I got a lot of time in my hands. I'll come look for you. You understand me? Where are you? I'm
You stupid bastard. Get out of here.
Right now.
Dude, I don't give a shit. Dude, I don't give a shit. And I never said that, so shut your mouth.
Give me your address. Give me it. Come on, you're a big tough guy. Give me your address.
Yeah, okay, fine.
What do you want to do, pal? You like calling people at work? You got no fucking life?
Yeah, fuck you, too.
Give me your address. Give me your address. You're a big tough guy. Give me your address. I'll fucking pay you to meet you. I'll pay you to meet you. Where are you?
I have a dog park right by my house.
You understand me? Pay you. I'll pay you. I'll pay you. Where are you?
I'm meeting you on the goddamn block.
Fucking jam every object I possibly think of, every fucking hole in your body.
Up my ass.
You understand me?
Why are you cursing, man?
I'm gonna make an example out of you. Done deal, pal. Done deal. TKO. You ain't
give me a break.
You understand me, you fucking geek?
Oh, shit, man.
Fucking homo.
Guys, this is priceless.
Done deal.
Done deal. I'll pay to meet you. I want to shove stuff in every possible hole in your body.
Done deal, pal.
Do you want the one where he calls the old lady?
Yeah,
Get topless?
That's a great one.
All right.
Hello?
Hello. I need you to come up to the show. I need you to do something for me.
What?
I need you to do something for me.
Well, who are you?
Scott, the engineer.
Who do you think you're talking to?
I need you to come up here and ride the Sibian.
No. I'm not going nowhere.
How about coming up here and getting topless? Any problem with that?
I'm not going any place. Nowhere. And if you call me again, you're in big trouble.
Topless.
Topless?
T-O-P-L-E-S-S?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you do it when you get here, you'll do it.
I'm 82 years old. I'm not going no place.
I need you to come up here and ride the Sibian.
You go straight to hell and quit calling me.
Okay, fine.
Hello?
Topless. No problem with that?
Yes, there's a problem with that. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, you do it when you get here, you'll do it.
I am not going nowhere.
How about coming up here and getting topless?
No.
Either you're going to bang her, Artie, or she sounds like she's about 15 and you're not going to get shit from her. Are you going to come up? We want you to come up.
I'm not going no place.
Yeah, okay. You'll do it. You'll do it.
No.
Yeah, you do it when you get here, you'll do it.
No.
Topless. No problem with that?
I'm not doing it, you son of a bitch.
T-O-P-L-E-S-S. Topless.
I don't get topless.
No, are you going to come up to the show?
No.
No problem with that? I need you to come up here and ride the Sibian. Yeah, she sounds like she's immature, though.
He couldn't convince her.
Yeah.
Well, what are you going to do?
I was looking at some designs for our new studios. They look really nice. We got to go
along.
Yeah. I mean, like, I wish I had them. I would have brought them with me, like what our new studio is going to look like the finished product.
Did you actually go to see the?
No, we all have to go together. We're going to go next week. We're going to pick a day. But no, yeah, because over at Satellite, they've got it all in styrofoam. They've got everything cut out where we're going to sit and everything so we can test it out. And I only have one question about it. It's really not about you, but about these three guys. Like, how much do we want to see of each other? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Now, there's an uncomfortable question.
Yeah, like I think now that I'm sitting here, I realize I don't see Fred really except the top of his head. But if I want to see Fred, I can. I can't see Benji, but I can see like.
Well, you got to lean back.
Artie.
You got to lean back to see me.
Yeah, but we like that, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. All right, because I think they got it figured out, but we have to sit down and take a look at it.
No, I would trust your instincts there. It's better if we're like, because with a guest, too, because I think a guest sometimes might feel ambushed if we're all looking right at
all of you are staring at them.
In the drawing, it looked like you guys were like completely far away from me and like in a whole other room almost, but it's just the drawing.
Can I tell you something?
We're literally this close.
Where to put those guys has been probably the biggest discussion. We keep moving it around, trying to figure out exactly what you're saying. You know, at one point, it looks like they're breathing down the guest's neck. Right. You know what I mean? Like, right. And then at another point, they're right in front of you, and so that's one of the things we definitely.
So we got to do a whole. We really got to go over there and figure it out because it is kind of important. You know, I said we kind of don't want to see each other, but sometimes like I really like seeing Artie, and I need to see Fred. Mm-hmm. I've actually never needed to see Benji.
That hasn't come up yet?
No, I've never, ever needed to see him.
10,000 years?
No, but it's funny because then someone said to me, well, do we like Benji or not? And I said, of course. Gotta like Benji. You know what? In fact, I could see, since we have our own channel, a whole Benji channel. Like, just you watch Benji.
Oh, yeah. You know what I miss about the E-show?
Don't say that.
Yeah, come on.
I would watch.
I'd watch that.
You know what now he's going to go crazy.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm forced to watch that.
Yeah, you guys see it all morning.
Yeah, you guys have been watching that channel.
It's always entertaining.
Now, how is that channel?
Well, it's good. Sometimes you get Benji opening a cold bowl of chili.
Yeah.
Pouring it on salad.
But you know what? What we have only gotten when they're watching is complaints. They complain about Benji all the time.
It's usually with odor. Yeah. You know, like the food smells or Benji smells, mostly the food
smells.
You
can't smell anything on TV. That's why it's perfect, I think.
Yeah. But you know what I miss about the E-show the most? You would talk about Benji, and right now this big spotlight would go on him, and he'd start to sweat, and then he won't say anything. You just look like a deer caught in the headlights.
Right, yeah. No, so I said, no, you got to have lights on Benji. Very, very key. Have lights. So that was one of the discussions. But like while I was shooting the opening to the In Demand show, I was busy, you know, discussing the studios, and then there was some other discussion. I mean, there was so much going on. My head was spinning. And then our agent showed up, and he had to talk me down off the wall because I was like, Jesus Christ, there's so much going on.
So you were shooting the opening over at actually where the studio is, or was that in a different place?
Different place.
Oh.
Yeah.
But they brought him sketches, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah. It was pretty cool shooting against a green screen. You know, it was kind of cool. And the director was a cool guy. Came up with this neat concept, and it was good.
Now, what has this guy directed before?
You know, he does like videos and commercials and that kind of stuff. I think,
You don't even know.
I don't even know. It looked good.
You're making it up.
Yeah, exactly. He seems like he's a very knowledgeable guy.
He acted like he knew what he was doing.
I know he's a big agency guy, so he must have done tons of commercials. You know. So, anyway, that's going along. You know, it's really funny. I'm very stoked about the in-demand thing. So I went on the on our website in the show rundown. They had a link to the in-demand website, and then they have this.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, so I was on the in-demand website, and it's very cool. It answered all my questions, because I wasn't sure how it worked.
I was just about to say to you, we are going into all these new media, and nobody understands them. So I'm constantly being questioned about what that is.
Well, they had a whole web page, and you sign up, and you go, if you don't mind, and you want to be contacted, we can contact you through email, and even call you and give you updates on what we're doing with this whole channel.
Oh, okay.
So I signed up.
Because I was at the store the other day, and everybody was asking me about the E-show, and I said, no, the E-show ends after December. Oh, no more television. No, we're going on in demand, and they're like, what?
Do they still air the shows, the old ones?
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah.
I don't even know that.
I don't know if it's in the actual time slot we used to be, but I think they show up.
I've run into it when I'm tooling around the dial, so I know it's on.
Yeah.
From what I understand, I think they use it to sort of build an audience to their
crap shows.
Show, yeah.
The shows that get no ratings.
See a lot of that Jenny McCarthy show, man.
Yeah.
Oof.
Bad.
Well, you could just put the mute on and watch her.
Right.
Jenny McCarthy has a show on E?
Yeah. Jenny McCarthy got a divorce, by the way.
Yes, we know that.
Yeah.
But I didn't know she had a show on E.
She hosts this thing, like, I think it's at some hotel and casino in Vegas, and she just runs around interviewing strippers in the pool. I mean, it's hot looking, but with the sound on, it's hard to take.
They're trying to get our audience, you know.
Yeah.
We were too controversial for E. That's why they got rid of us. You know, the FCC is going to regulate cable because of me, evidently. Not because of HBO and the Cat House and all that
Doesn't matter what anybody's really doing.
Right. It's all me. I'm not joking. I mean, it's me.
I think it's damnable. It's a horrible thing that's happening.
Because what they basically did is put Jenny McCarthy on there with a bunch of chicks running around. Right. And, you know, that's fine.
How do you smell? I smell good. Do you smell good? Yeah, but there's nothing redeeming about it because it's not funny.
I know.
And then there's that Tara Reid show, which they say is just watching her go to clubs and get drunk.
Oh, Paradise.
Yeah,
that's what that broad reminded me of, Tara Reid. That's exactly it, yeah.
Tara Reid's really turned into a mess.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
Like a joke. Like she actually had a career after American Pie, and she's just totally become a joke.
She was in here. Did we discuss this? She was in here with another actress who I read the most depressing article about, Natasha Lyonne.
Yeah, we talked about her.
Did we talk about that briefly?
Well, Mike Rappaport's calling in today. He'll talk about he rented her an apartment.
Yeah, his picture was in the paper when I read that article. It was the saddest article I've ever seen.
Nice girl, too, but now she's in the hospital fighting for her life.
Hepatitis C. All kinds of things going on.
Yeah,
she was
collapsed lung.
Yeah. She was really cool, too. She seemed nice, but she came in here with Tara Reid.
I think Natasha had a whole, mental breakdown. And poor Rappaport was renting her an apartment for you. Hey, this is cool. I got some rich actress to take my apartment, and, I don't have to worry about it. Meanwhile,
thank you.
Next thing you know, he wrote an article about it. She's tearing up the whole goddamn apartment. Guys sleeping on the couches. Right? Oh, parties going on.
It was like a crash pad for friends who may have had some problems.
Yeah.
So the neighbors were all upset.
Can you imagine? Is that not your worst nightmare? You finally rent out your apartment. You're looking for some extra income. You want to float that nut. And all of a sudden... You're floating a nut.
Yeah.
You got a nut in your apartment.
She's wrecking it.
The nut's not floating.
You realize you rented it to, Keith Moon or something. She's destroying the place.
Kelly Monaco's coming in next week, man. I can't wait to see her.
Oh, you'll keep working.
Oh, yeah. I'll be here next week. I think she's so friggin' hot, man.
Those were some great pictures. What magazine was she just in?
Maxim, I think.
Yeah, those were some great pictures.
Yeah, I'll say.
She looks bigger in those photographs, like a taller person.
I know.
She's a little fidget.
Yeah, hey, don't call her that.
Fidget?
Don't you call my girl a fidget. Hey, Richard Christie gave me a CD or DVD with just tons of video of her naked and, pictures of her naked. And I haven't even watched it yet because I want to be, alone when I look at it. Not even so much
to save it for a special... evening.
I know Beth would be bummed out if I was looking at pictures of Kelly Monaco, you know what I mean? So I've got to although last night I was alone because I came back from that shoot and Beth went to one of those fashion shows. She got invited to go to
that rock thing?
No, a fashion show, but I don't know the designer's name. Mm-hmm. And I know it's a big name. Nicole Miller.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, you were alone and you didn't have time for it?
No, I got home. I had so much to do. I mean, work-wise.
Well, that's prepping for work, looking at those pictures.
I know.
She's coming on next.
But I mean, I really actually had work. I got to get organized.
prepping.
I can't wait for you to see what Richard has put on this DVD. Maybe that's the work angle.
It's awesome. The videos are amazing. There's videos where she's on a chair and she's got her leg up and she's totally nude.
Really?
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Where she's dancing naked, rolling around on the floor.
My dad likes that. Where's that phone call from your dad? That was so goddamn funny.
Let me see if it's up here.
Yeah, we moved the chicken. Your mom saw the chicken, and then we moved it.
I love the part where he says, just want to tell you what happened here.
Uh-oh. Get ready for a long, boring farm story.
You make a phone call to tell this story.
Yeah, it sounds like he's got a nice relationship with his dad.
Yeah.
It sounds warm and cozy.
My dad.
It does, yeah. I always figured guys who have good relationships with their dad aren't perverted like you, but
apparently they are.
Maybe your mom's weird.
Something's wrong there.
Oh, Rich, this is your dad. I'm calling you back. Wanted to tell you about what happened. We was out feeding the dogs and heard a chick, crying like, chirping, like lost its mother. So went checked down each one of them stalls and couldn't find it. I turned over everything, still heard it chirping. Your mother come out. And she started looking for it, too, and then she said, well, that sounds like it's above us. So I said, well, yeah, that's what it sounds like. It's over ahead. So I went and got the ladder and went up in the hayloft, and there was 5 little babies up there by themselves. And their mother, I guess, had jumped down out of the loft, so I caught them and handed them down to your mother and went and found the mama chicken and turned them loose, and she took them in, so everything turned out all right. So we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Wow.
More updates later. Don't want you to miss out on that.
Everything turned out all right.
Life on the farm.
Jane Goodall or something.
Now, wait a minute. What stalls are there? I'm trying to picture this whole thing. Are you in a barn?
You're so right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to picture like what goes on. But Richard, on HowardStern.com, there are pictures of Richard's dad's farm.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, it sounds like really cool, but then you see those. Like, it looks like where people bury people. It's like
it's
creepy.
Like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre farm.
I'm sure there's more than there's got to be a few bodies in that barn.
He's saving chickens and killing people.
Because I listened to that mess, I hear. We was out there feeding the dogs. I picture like 12
like
angry
how many
dogs.
Packs of dogs?
Yeah, like dogs. Like out there. Like they don't even come in the house. It's like Cujo.
No, all the dogs come in the house. They come and go as they please.
Yeah.
There's like 10 dogs in the house.
Yeah,
See, I imagine that there's grass on the roof and the dogs are up there too.
Yeah.
How many dogs are we talking about?
Oh, well, at one time they had about 10 house dogs.
Oh.
I remember the carpet was so nasty I'd never walk barefoot because they never house trained the dogs.
That's good.
And we'd have big spots in the carpet and stuff.
Why wouldn't they train the dogs? I mean, it's a farm. Teach them how to work.
I know. They just didn't care. They would let the dogs go anywhere they wanted in the house.
Like, I see that at Ozzy's house, and I'm like, you know what? Shame on Sharon. She really doesn't do anything.
And they have money to hire somebody to... And they, every once in a while... I mean, they even did an episode where they bought in a dog trainer, but they're not listening to anybody.
But, Robin, as an owner of a dog, you've got, like, no matter how many trainers you get, you've got to regulate their schedule. Like, you've got to be involved.
But that's what I'm saying. The trainer would come in and try to talk to them, and they weren't listening.
Not listening at all. And it's like,
But the dog...
I find that a huge sign of, like, stay away from a woman if she can't train your dogs for you, if she doesn't work and stuff, and she stays home all day.
Yeah,
it's like,
she won't be able to take care of a kid.
You can't take care of herself. It's like you've got... Like, I want to say to Sharon
Did you get to soil the carpet, too, or just the dog?
No, they'd rub my nose in it when I did it.
Sometimes I want to say to Sharon Osbourne, like, honey... Like, train those dogs. What do you do? Or how do your kids do it? Jack does nothing. Kelly doesn't really do that much. I mean, Train the goddamn dog. One of you. Ozzy's making money. He's out there working. Train the goddamn dogs.
Then he has to deal with the dog crap all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, I was out there feeding the dogs.
See, in our house, it didn't matter much because our house wasn't that nice anyway. It
wouldn't get nice either.
But then I hear like, you know, one of them stalls.
Yeah, what are the stalls?
They're not like horse stalls. They're just stalls where they put dog feed and they have the chickens hang out in and stuff in the barn.
Another messed up place.
Sounds like the most unsuccessful farm in the history of farming.
No organization.
I remember we had a big room in one of our barns where we just put old magazines.
That's what I mean. Like there's no livestock. There's no like horses. There's no cows that give milk. It's just like old magazine and dogs in the stalls.
Yeah, because my dad was a railroader, so we didn't farm or anything. We just lived on a farm.
Oh, it's a junk farm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the most unsuccessful farm in the country.
And then what is wrong with your dad? Does he have a hearing problem?
Yeah.
Oh, because he's running around looking for the chicken screaming, and he couldn't tell it was above his head until his wife said, that's coming from up there.
Oh, I thought you thought he had a hearing problem because of his grandma. Your mother come out.
Because of his voice.
Yeah, your mother come out, and then she's in the hayloft by themselves.
But he's looking all around, and until his wife comes out, he doesn't know that the noise is above his head.
Well, he worked on the railroad for about 30 or 40 years.
That'll
so
do it. That'll whack your hearing out.
Yeah.
Because I was just wondering, I said, there's so many questions here. And then the chicken had all these chicks and ran away, and what is...
Well, the chicken was up in a loft that was like 20 feet above the ground. It got up there somehow.
Yeah, she planned it. She was trying to get rid of those babies.
What, the chickens, can they fly up to them?
That's what he said. Yeah, I didn't think they could fly that high, but I guess they get up there somehow.
Yeah. Now I know
he didn't go back.
Now I know why he could live in a storage facility in Florida. Because it's almost like an upgrade.
Right.
There wasn't hay everywhere.
That was Barbara Bush's theory on why the people could live in the Astrodome or whatever that thing's
Right.
called.
She might be right.
It's an upgrade.
This is working well.
Those people are having fun in that Astrodome, for God's sake.
Could you imagine a more condescending thing to say? Like, you see people in cots in a dome, and you go, this is good for you guys.
Yeah, compared to your usual impoverished life.
And she laughed. They say there's a little chuckle when she says it.
And so many of the people in the arena here, you know, were underprivileged anyway. This is working very well for them.
It's working very well for them.
Being in a feces-laden Astrodome.
With holes in the roof.
Well, you know, any mom wants to defend her son as, you know, as horribly misguided as this whole effort's been.
You're trying to put a good face on it.
I am. I mean, I'm trying to understand.
Because she's not defending him. That's just her attitude about people.
No. Well, she grew up pretty well off.
Right. It would be a hardship only for her. These people can handle it.
Well, the whole weird thing with Bush trying to present himself as a Texas oil man and farmer on a ranch.
Man of the
people. What kind of ranch? I mean, first of all, he was born in Kennebunkport.
I told you the story once where some guy in Texas said, you know, they played a joke on him because he actually would dress up like he had grown up in Texas and on a farm.
Yeah, he's like, you know, when I was a little boy, like around 5, I was fascinated by cowboys and Indians. He's like an adult fascinated by cowboys and Indians because he grew up in Kennebunkport, okay? His dad isn't a Texas guy. His dad, in fact, his grandfather was, I think, a senator from Connecticut or a congressman.
Yeah, he used to play golf with, didn't he play golf with?
Yeah, Prescott Bush.
Yeah.
He used to play with Bob Hope. But Connecticut is where they're from. I mean, they're Yankees.
He was an adult when he went to Texas, but he immediately started dressing up you know, it was like putting on a costume.
It's like being in the Village People.
Yeah, and started acting like he was a cowboy.
Yeah.
Come on over here and clear some brush.
They probably watched a few John Wayne movies and thought he was a cowboy.
But that ain't a real ranch, is it? Because a real ranch has, like, cattle and horses.
Right, it doesn't have anything like that.
Drunken cowboys.
He doesn't know how to ride or anything. In fact,
his concept seems to be clearing brush, but why not go clear brush over in
New Orleans, they could use some clearing.
Didn't Papa Bush one time go to a grocery store? He didn't even know how to get groceries or something?
I'm just saying, but the guy's not really a Texas, like I know he's into this whole, he's just kind of chilling over at that place. What is it called, that place? I don't even know.
The Ranch?
The Ranch? I mean...
Yeah, I'm not sure the official name of it, but...
The Bush Ranch.
The Bush Ranch.
But one of the guys told him, you know, he was looking for some directions to someone. They knew he didn't know anything about ranches and cattle or anything. And they said, yeah, you just go to the cattle grate and wait for them to open it. And he was like, okay. And a cattle grate is this thing they put in the ground to keep the cattle from walking off the ranch.
Yeah.
And he ran around looking for the cattle grate because he thought it was going to be some kind of a gate or something. So they knew. They would just tell him things and know that he wouldn't know what the terms really meant.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
They're goofing on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, probably just oil brought them to Texas, right? That's why they went down there.
Yeah.
And he just sort of liked it and said, oh, I'm going to be a cowboy. And he started dressing up like one.
Yeah.
Like 𝗦𝗵cie.
Yeah, 𝗦𝗵cie.
Like a fake cowboy like 𝗦𝗵cie.
I'm a fake cowboy. How's that go? I'm a fake cowboy.
On a wheelchair.
On a wheelchair.
Right. Yeah. Oh, there's his iron lung. I'm a fake cowboy. I got to get into the fake cowboy thing.
With me and this ranch is beyond me. My suggestion to him is to shut up. It's just, it's insane.
I'm 𝗦𝗵cie the geezer. I wear a stupid cowboy hat. I'm 100 years old. And I look like Yosemite Sam. I have 3 teeth left. And I dribble when I pee. So why did Dieter marry a codger like me? I'm a fake cowboy. In a wheelchair I ride. 𝗦𝗵cie. Am I dead or alive? I've got one kid named Wyatt, and the other is Gabby Hayes. Half of my scrotum is wasted away. I spit in my microphone. I'm wrinkled and old. I need a diaper change. I hope Dieter comes home. I'm a big cowboy. In a wheelchair I ride. 𝗦𝗵cie. Am I dead or alive? I'm a fake cowboy. In a wheelchair I ride. 𝗦𝗵cie. Am I dead or alive? I'm 𝗦𝗵cie. Am I dead or alive?
There he goes. I figured he would have been dead by now. 𝗦𝗵cie. Like, just dropped dead from all of his medical problems with his lung and all that.
He looks like a Walking Dead. Almost.
Oh, my God.
Who's ever in charge of the dead doesn't want him.
I think the young Poontangs just keeping him going. I'm telling you.
I remember I went and saw the premiere of your movie in Orlando, and when he comes on the screen, the guy playing 𝗦𝗵cie, literally people were throwing stuff at the screen and yelling.
Yeah, you should have been at the premiere. Yeah, it was pretty wild.
That guy was good.
Yeah, that guy was good, you know. Yeah. He was, like, younger than I wanted 𝗦𝗵cie played, but, you know.
He had the right look.
He had the right look. He was a good guy. He's a soap opera guy.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Among other things.
I was going to say, because I never saw him before or since, but I don't watch soap operas.
He did soap opera, but I mean, he's also like a really, you know, he does a lot of movies.
Probably does Broadway and stuff, too.
Yeah.
He's,
does movies, does everything. All these guys were, the guy who, all these guys had great credentials. You know, hey, you talk about movies. You know who's a really good actor, man? I gotta say.
Her pictures, boy, she's hot.
Oh, I saw her walking in.
Now, what is the difference between a penthouse pet and a Playboy Playmate?
About 2 scars.
Is that...
And a tattoo. Nah, you know, it's like... It depends. You know what? I don't think there's much difference looks-wise. Really? I sometimes think the penthouse pets are a little bit more exotic, and the Playboy Playmates are a little bit more girl next door.
Yeah, the penthouse pets look more foreign, and the Playmates look like Midwestern, like farm-bred American-type chicks.
I'm sitting home on my computer yesterday, and Richard Christie said, hey, here's a hot shot of Valentina Vaughn, who's going to be on the show. And I open it up. The first one? The first one, yeah. And
what was this?
I felt like I just went through gynecological school. She was, she's laying on her belly, her ass is up in the air, and she is spread wide open. And I'm seeing everything.
That shows up in Penthouse?
I don't know where it was from.
Hey.
He had it. He was like, hey, look at this.
This is one of my favorite girls.
I'm a big fan.
I'm a big fan of everything but that one shot he put on.
That's too much for me, man. But she's hot, I'll tell you that. Then I went on our website. There's nothing to click on to get into. Like it's just a main page, and that's it.
Oh, yeah?
I couldn't get into it.
Maybe she's just building.
Like all penthouse pets, I couldn't get into that.
It's under construction.
Richard's great. I hung with Richard for the longest I've ever hung with him yesterday, for about 6 hours. And he's great because he'll go on with unnecessary information for like minutes. He'll just keep going. Like before the party and in between the movie, he said, let's get a beer. I said, all right. He goes, man, I love beer. I know.
I do.
Oh, boy, do I love beer. He goes, I drink beer at my apartment. And I go, all right, Rich, we'll go get a beer. He goes, man, do you like beer?
He's trying to have a conversation with you.
Yeah, but he just kept going on. We get it. We'll get you a beer.
He's awkward.
But now you know I love beer.
Well, no, I know it. And I'm good for it.
You never told me you love beer. Tell me about it.
I love beer, Howard.
Do you?
What
do you love about it?
That's what he kept saying.
The taste and the...
foaminess,
the foam, and it relaxes you.
Before we went to this really hip, cool New York party, me, Richard, Sal, and Scott, the engineer, were at a diner on 23rd Street. I ordered a chocolate milk. Richard got a Corona.
And Sal got a rice pudding.
And we were sitting at the counter eating.
Oh, my goodness. 3 old men.
We looked like we just came from building a deck.
3 losers.
Exactly.
That was the only place that sold beer in the area.
Yeah, I like beer.
This is good beer.
What do you like about beer?
Do you drink beer every day?
Yeah. I usually have 2 or 3 a night or more.
What do you like about it?
I just, that's kind of my reward at the end of the day for a hard day's work. It just relaxes me, and even though I don't sound real high-strung, I'm kind of like always antsy and high-strung, and that relaxes me, and I just love the taste, and it's kind of my reward at the end of the day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to get a little buzz on that.
He must love beer. It's a reward.
I'm just trying to think of Artie's eyes rolling into the back of his head as Richard's explaining all this.
Well, we were sitting at the counter for like 3 minutes, no talking, and then Richard goes, I don't care much for hard liquor. And I go, yeah, and he goes, but I love beer.
Well, don't forget, he grew up in Kansas. You know, like you ever watch the Andy Griffith Show?
Right.
That was,
that's how they talk.
That was their conversations.
Him and Barney Fife would, or he'd be with Helen Crump, and he'd go, "Well," and that's how they talk down there.
Yeah,
it's like, well, I sure like playing the guitar. And B, remember we played guitar over at the party?
Yeah.
That's right, Andy, I do. And the bikers gang raped me. Oh, yeah. I liked when those bikers gang raped you.
It's kind of relaxing in a way.
Yeah.
It's like looking at an orb or something.
Yeah, it's not going to get real deep or something.
No, it's
I like
nice
beer. I like ant farms.
You forget, too, Artie. I like cheesecake.
Right, no. Okay, so we're sitting at a diner. There's all these cheesecakes, okay? So now there's all these cheesecakes. So from the beer, he goes, man, I love cheesecake. And then I go, yeah, he goes, man, Artie, look at all those cheesecakes. He goes, you ever have pineapple cheesecake? He goes, man, that's the best. He goes, exotic. Come to think of it, though, I love strawberry cheesecake.
Yeah.
And I go, yeah, I love all that too. He goes, Artie, look at all those cheesecakes.
Do you turn to him at some point and go, hey, Richard, can you stop thinking?
I know.
Could you just shut up?
Richard, I'm trying to stay awake and you ain't helping.
Does he creep you out when he talks like that?
I love Richard. No, I think he's a fun guy. He's a very, like...
I try to talk to him, and he just creeps me out.
I think he's a real interesting guy. Like
I like watching paint dry.
You like latex or oil?
I like thinking a lot.
And then, like, the foreign guy behind the counter thought he was ordering one. And he goes, you want the cheesecake? And Richard goes, no. But I love cheese.
And then me and that guy started talking about pineapple cheesecake.
Yeah. He's a weird dude, man. It's like I went out to dinner with Richard. I took him and Sal out to dinner.
Yeah.
Sort of get to know the guys, No work, just sit and, rap to each other and tell them they're doing a good job. And they were sitting there, and Sal's talking, and you know how Sal is. He's like, talking about this and that, and how great he is, and, really pushing his own agenda.
Christy sucks, I'm great. Yeah, right.
And Richard's just sitting there, and he goes, boy, this food is good. I go, yeah, it is. He goes, I'm really not used to good food like this. I order from the same Chinese restaurant, or I go there every night. I go, well, this is Manhattan. They got millions of Chinese restaurants. He goes, well, this one's near my apartment, and it's real nice over there, and they know me.
Yeah.
And I go, well, man, try another restaurant. That's all right, but I'm not used to a nice place like this.
Well, that's the second one I found. I went to another one before I discovered this place, and it wasn't very good. So I found this one. I liked it.
This was the conversation.
I'll stick with it.
Yeah. This was the conversation. And he goes, yeah, I'm going to order the meatloaf.
Oh, the meatloaf was great.
Yeah.
I love meatloaf.
Had that brown sugar.
I love meatloaf and brown sugar.
My mom used to make meatloaf, and I haven't had it in years.
He also loves scores because I said, you know what, I'm going to try to have a conversation with him. The other day, I'm coming in, it was the day after he was hypnotized, and he was telling me how relaxed he was after, boy, that was really great. I should have that done about once a week because that was so relaxing.
Yeah. Watch. Yeah.
The next morning, I said to him, so are you still relaxed from your hypnotic session yesterday? Yeah, and I really needed that because I really love scores, and I was really bummed out because all the guys went to scores, and I didn't go.
He's going to go nuts when he sees Valentina.
I'm telling you.
She's amazing.
I stay right here. Let's bring her. Let's see when she walks in.
The picture that you said it was like an exam? Like that, I love those type of shows.
Real graphic.
Yeah, well...
It doesn't turn you off to see a woman's private parts that exposed?
No.
I mean, like, here, take a look at this, Richard. Here she comes.
Could she back into the room? Wait for the roll.
Yeah. Hey, were you at a beer fest this weekend?
Yeah, it was it's the best one of the year.
Good Lord, you're such a celebrated alcoholic.
The best one of the year.
Oh my God.
Isn't bad.
It's at a brewery and everybody camps and the funny thing about this beer fest is people get so drunk at night they don't remember where their tent is, and everybody has weird strangers sleeping in their tent that they have to kick out when they're ready to go to bed.
Oh, sounds wonderful.
Yeah, sounds cool.
It was awesome.
You said your friend passed out in a beer tent. My
friend's tent had some lady came and passed out in it. When he was ready to go to bed, he had to kick her out of his sleeping bag. He's like, hey, you're in the wrong tent. And she was so drunk, he had to explain, for a long time, hey, this ain't your tent.
People pissing all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh, you're old.
It was great. Oh,
where is this?
Great.
Cooperstown, New York.
Yeah, we peed all weekend.
Poor Cooperstown smells like urine now and beer.
Yeah, how many beers do you think you had?
Oh, man. I don't even think I can count that high.
Wow.
That was awesome.
Great.
Well, there's a fest.
Do you ever wake up with a hangover and go, this isn't all worth it?
Well, the thing was, too, we didn't have sleeping bags, so we slept on the ground, and I didn't sleep very good Saturday night, so I woke up feeling pretty rough yesterday morning.
Do you like that feeling? I mean, every weekend to wake up rough?
That's not every weekend, but it's worth it, I think, for a good time, yeah.
And what was
But why wouldn't you take a sleeping bag? You know...
Because then I wouldn't have anywhere to put it in my apartment when we got back. It takes up too much room. I was like, I can sleep one
with you, storage locker.
Use your head, Robin.
I need my apartment to store beer.
Like you
exactly.
When you're old, do you bring a toothbrush at all? Do you brush your teeth?
No.
So you didn't brush your teeth this weekend?
I switched my mouth with a soda Sunday morning.
Nice. That's always good. Did you even shower? Did you bother to shower at all this weekend?
Well, last night I did,
last night, yeah. The whole
Since-
weekend you're just stinky.
Since Jeff Bridges is coming in, I was like, I'll shower.
All right, there you go. There's the life of an alcoholic. You know, Roger Ebert, in that new documentary about his life, I forget the name of it, but he describes, he was an alcoholic, and he used to wake up rough, like you say, and finally he just said to himself, I don't want to wake up with this feeling anymore. It's enough. Like every fucking day, this fucking headache and feeling miserable. And he joined AA, and that was it. He admitted to being in AA. I mean, when are you gonna?
Well, it's not every weekend day that I feel rough.
Come on.
We ran 7 miles Saturday morning before we went to the fest.
The fest.
You should have run all the way there.
Do people recognize you there at all? Or
a little bit,
are you a bit of a celebrity there?
A little bit.
Famous drunk. There's the famous drunk.
No, but the real celebrities there are the brewers, like famous people from different breweries.
Did you vomit this weekend? No?
No.
Where did you go to the bathroom? Were you a diaper?
No, there were porta potties there, and then kind of out in the woods, too.
Right, sure.
Yeah.
Out in the woods, yeah. It's always fun to pee in public in the woods.
It's nice to just take your penis out in public.
I pissed on a possum.
I love exposing myself to the air.
But don't come near here.
I love the fresh air on my penis.
Oh, that is the best.
Yeah, Gary's back.
So we took Richard out to Comic-Con, right, where there's all those microbreweries, and he went to every one of them and he was drinking, but he's invented a new thing. We've never heard of it. We're going to put this picture up. He gets to drink right out of the vat. They squirt the beer all over him. He calls it getting brewcocky.
Brewcocky. Oh, look at him. Oh, gee. Oh, that's so vile. Put that on HowardStern.com or at Stern Show. Wherever.
That's as fresh as you can get it right out of the vat. I was making kind of a joke this weekend, but I said, when I die, at my funeral, I want people to put my body in an oak barrel full of beer and age the beer for like a month and then drink it at my funeral.
How many people are at this thing? Like, are there fist fights breaking out? Because when people get drunk, no?
So happy. Everybody's super happy. It's a real communal thing, too, because at this fest, everybody shares their beer. Like, you bring your rarest beers and you share them with people.
You share the bottle, or you just...
Yeah. Yeah, everybody just pass around.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Not concerned about germs or anything?
No, the alcohol.
I would
get rid of most of it.
I would be nauseated to, like somebody's back swell. Oh, I'm going to throw up. You know what I mean? Like when you drink and...
Right, you don't know what you're doing, the backwash.
You wouldn't drink out of a bottle I drank out of?
No, I wouldn't, dude. I wouldn't drink out of anybody's bottle. It's disgusting.
Well, most of the time we had cups.
People have no hygiene. You're not brushing your teeth. You're fucking disgusting. Good Lord. Oh, I just vomit from that beer fest. What's it cost to get in?
I think it was maybe around $80 a ticket, something like that.
And you get all free beer?
Yeah.
Free beer for $80.
Mm-hmm.
$80 and every beer you want is free.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's samples. They don't give you full beers. They'll give you, like 2-ounce pours.
And then you got to pay for the additional beers.
No, you just go and get a bunch of samples. You go around and, sample as many as you can.
What's the sample, like in a cup or?
Yeah, just a little sample in a cup, but there's hundreds of breweries.
And then you bring your own beer.
at night.
Because that's not going to be enough beer for you. I mean, to just get a little sample.
Yeah. I mean, that part of it was from 3 to 7, and then from 7 p.m. till really the next day,
So
everybody's camping and drinking.
Did you bring your suitcase that's filled with beer?
Yeah, I brought a big cooler, yeah.
A big cooler, packed with ice.
Yeah.
How many beers can you fit in the cooler?
About 30.
Wow.
But it's funny, like, you got to bring your A game to this thing, because it's all, if you don't bring something rare that somebody hasn't had before, they don't even want to see it.
What did you bring? What's the rarest beer?
I had some Dark Horse beers from Michigan that a little hard to get around here.
And people were like, whoa.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, they were a little
Man
impressed.
knows his beer.
But the best is people bring like Belgian beers like 𝗵𝗄𝗏 and stuff that's real hard to find.
And you swig off of there.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking moron.
Well, what kind of you're supposed to be this great beer drinker. You can't find some European beer to drag in?
Well, my problem is
I found an African bear. This guy had Ebola. We shared a beer. It was really interesting.
Great. I vomited blood for 3 days.
Yeah. I feel good.
Good. I like it.
Oh, God. Good Lord.
I mean, I have some rare beers, but I like to save them for a special occasion.
Oh, you don't take them to a drunk fest like this.
My buddy brought 50 pounds of ground beef and was making burgers for everybody. It was awesome.
Oh, he was grilling?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice. And we just met a lot of nice people.
He sat in the hot sun. Everybody got sick.
Yeah, so mean.
Oh, and it was the supermoon Saturday night.
Does he refrigerate the beef at all? Or
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's from the tailgating community. They know how to do this.
They know how to do that.
He built his own refrigerator out in the woods.
Yeah. He put it in the water where it stay cold. With the Belgian beer.
Like the Belgians make such great beer.
Oh, they do.
Like,
my wife and I are going.
America doesn't have good enough beer for you? You have to go to Belgium and drink that?
Belgium's beer, it's beer heaven there.
Belgium.
Belgium.
Yeah, not Belgian. Belgian.
Sorry.
Belgian's beer is good.
Yeah.
Fucking country is Belgium.
Not as good as Liechtenstein beer, but close.
I meant to say Belgium. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We're going. Yeah, my wife and I are going.
Going where?
Belgium.
To Belgium?
Are you?
Yeah.
We're going to the motherland of beer.
Because you just want to drink beer.
Yeah.
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 Wow, you guys found each other.
The monks over there make the best beer in the world.
Really?
Yeah, the Trappist monks.
Do you even bother fucking at all? Or, like, is it just like, you're out in the woods and you're drunk? That's what it's all about.
Pretty much, yeah.
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 People don't fuck, they just get drunk.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, maybe they were inside the tents, but I didn't see
no rapes or anything reported? Because, like, women just passing out in tents is not a good idea.
I know.
It's just around certain kinds of guys who are very drunk.
You can't report a rape when you don't know it happened.
You're right. Nobody knows they got raped.
Wait,
Richard probably got raped.
My asshole sore. Maybe while I was opening a beer. I don't know.
This Belgian beer makes my asshole sore.
Wow.
I know it's bleeding.
And for some reason, there appears to be sperm leaking out.
It makes my ass frothy.
Maybe that's beer head. I don't know.
I'm surprised I didn't wake up with a bottle in my ass.
Do you wake up nude? Like, are you just like your clothes?
No, I passed out just like I was dressed, shoes and everything.
And you don't pee in your pants during your sleep?
No, I woke up and had to pee real bad, but I just went out in the woods.
Yeah. All right, good for you, man. Thanks.
Have you ever camped? You don't get into that?
I camped my whole life. Yeah, you know what? I had all the camping I needed. When I was up until the age of 19. After that, I was like, you know what? I'm never fucking camping out again. I hate it. Spiders crawling all over me, bugs, fucking sleeping bag freezing, snot all over the place.
There was some.
You were sober. This is why you didn't want to go away.
Right.
Did you drink beer when you camped? No. Please. I cooked every meal one summer out in the woods. That's how much camping I did.
Wow.
Yeah, and I had you know what camping is to me? Going to a hotel. Maybe like a Howard Johnson's Motor Inn or something. That would be camping.
They have a thing called glamping now where it's like glamorous camping where you stay in a tree house.
No, that'll do. Yeah. That'll do. I wouldn't even do that. I don't even want to be in a tree.
Stay in a tree house.
I don't even want to be around a tree. Glamorous camping.
Glamping.
Glamping.
There was some kind of bug up there that I never had been bit by before. And you can't even see them. They're invisible, and they just keep attacking your ankles.
And now that poor animal is drunk.
Are you all bitten up?
No, it didn't leave. Like, it kind of just is annoying. It doesn't hurt real bad.
You don't wear socks?
Yeah, but I had shorts on. So.
Who would wear shorts to a beer fest? You know what I mean? Like, and you're going to be camping out.
And you're going to sleep on the ground. You know you have no accommodations.
At least wear pants and you might stand a chance. Did you make a duty up there?
I got it all out before.
Really?
Yeah.
You just shit my pants.
I've done that, though, because I camped a lot.
I'm sure there were people up there with shit in their pants.
Don't come in this sleeping bag.
And he was sharing beers with them.
Yeah, let's share a beer. Ooh, you smell like you just shit your pants.
Yeah, I know.
You must have some good
That's
beer.
why I wear shorts.
All right,
just shake
very
it
good.
out.
I'm going to throw up now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Jeff Bridges. I'm
me neither.
Freaking out.
I'm sure he can't wait for you.
Right.
Have you watched Lebowski, Big Lebowski?
No.
Oh my God, it's the greatest movie of all time.
I like Starman.
Starman's awesome, yeah.
There's a whole bunch of movies I like of his. He's just a good actor.
What happens when Howard Stern's staff asks him the questions they've always wanted answered? It's time to Ask Howard with Rachel Fine.
Here we are for another very important Ask Howard.
Very important.
Yes.
Yes.
Mike Fox on the tapes team asks,
if you had to swap lives, including bodies, with Gary, would you prefer not to have big teeth, not to have toe fungus, or something else?
Well, that toe fungus really weirds me out.
It's weird.
Gary and I have hung out socially. He's come over, he's swam in my pool. And I always look down at those feet, and there's a lot of weird stuff going on. But the teeth, every day those are out there.
Can't hide them.
Look, I can't be too critical. I've got a lot of flaws myself. And women have told me they think Gary's very good looking.
He's a good looking guy.
Good looking guy. Yeah. My wife thinks so, and I don't see it. I got him beaten to the feet department, but listen, I'm no beauty, so I guess I wouldn't want his feet with the toe fungus.
Next question comes from Lee Garowitz.
What advice do you have for aspiring broadcasters, and what makes a good broadcaster?
As a broadcaster, you must be well-rounded. You must be able to speak well. You shouldn't have grammatical errors. You should be tremendously well-rounded. I'm very weak in the sports area, as most of my fans know. I wish I could really spew out stuff. I wish I was better musically, not with my musical knowledge, but actually as a musician, so that when Fred picks up the guitar, I could play the piano or something. That would be a tremendous strength. And I think that if someone's considering broadcasting, forget about broadcasting school. Read the newspaper every day, read the New York Times, read 2 other papers, become a musician, learn a foreign language. That's another weakness of mine. I used to love, when I was a kid, I would listen to the Barry Farber radio show. He would break out into 5 different languages, including Hungarian. And I thought, what a cool thing. So sort of all of the cool things you know make you this amazing broadcaster, and I have weaknesses in my education. I should have paid way more attention in school. I have a lot of weaknesses.
You gave like a couple good things and a lot of weaknesses, and you're one of the greatest broadcasters in history.
No, but there's a lot of weaknesses,
okay.
A lot. And I'm disappointed in myself. If I had to do it all over again, I would have spent more time as a younger guy paying attention.
So critical.
But who knows, maybe that's what makes somebody a good broadcaster, having limited resources and learning how to draw on whatever you do have.
Having humanity to say, this is just who I am. I'm not playing this character.
Well, my strength is telling a story and understanding editing, too. My parents were incredibly tough on me, and I hate to reward this kind of behavior, but it's true. They would just get annoyed with me if I rambled on too long. I took it very seriously. I'd have to get them to laugh. My mother and my aunt used to sit there, and they would have me do impressions of the family, and I had to get the impression right. They didn't laugh. you know, there was very little tolerance for people who didn't understand self-editing. And I have to edit every 5 seconds on the show. If Gary brings me something, I have to make a decision. Do we go with it? Don't we go with it? Is that interesting to a large group of people? And it all goes back to sort of that education in the living room. So who knows what makes up for what makes a great broadcaster great, you know? It's tough. It's a very tough discussion.
Question from Will Murray.
Describe your perfect day.
Perfect day is I have a day off. I sleep until at least 8 o'clock, which is rare. Like I just get a great night's sleep. And then my wife and I will either go for a walk or a run or do something together. I like spending time with her. She's fabulous. I like to have a nice lunch, take a nap, maybe even get a massage, you know. Once in a while, I like that. Go out to dinner with my wife. I like that. Maybe do some photography or something like that. That relaxes me, or either gets me crazy. Everything gets me crazy. Something like that, a really relaxing day. I don't like to go anywhere. I don't want to be anywhere in a foreign country. Just want to be home, chilling out, watch a few good movies or TV. That's it for me. They're very simple needs.
That was terrific. I learned a lot about you today.
Yes, it was terrific. You're absolutely right.
I like that you like these.
Yes.
What happens when Howard Stern's staff asks him the questions they've always wanted answered? It's time to Ask Howard with Rachel Fine.
Here we are for another very important Ask Howard.
Very important.
Yes.
Yes.
Mike Fox on the tapes team asks,
If you had to swap lives, including bodies, with Gary, would you prefer not to have big teeth, not to have toe fungus, or something else?
Well, that toe fungus really weirds me out.
It's weird.
Gary and I have hung out socially. He's come over, he's swam in my pool, and I always look down at those feet, and there's a lot of weird stuff going on. But the teeth, every day those are out there.
Can't hide them.
Look, I can't be too critical. I've got a lot of flaws myself, so, you know, and women have told me they think Gary's very good looking.
He's a good looking guy.
Good looking guy. Yeah. My wife thinks so, and I don't see it. I got him beat in the feet department, but, I mean, listen, I'm no beauty, so I guess I wouldn't want his feet with the toe fungus.
Next question comes from Lee Garowitz.
What advice do you have for aspiring broadcasters, and what makes a good broadcaster?
As a broadcaster, you must be well-rounded. You must be able to speak well. You shouldn't have grammatical errors. You should be tremendously well-rounded. I'm very weak in the sports area, as most of my fans know. I wish I could really spew out stuff. I wish I was better musically, not with my musical knowledge, but actually as a musician, so that when Fred picks up the guitar, I could play the piano or something. That would be a tremendous strength. And I think that if someone's considering broadcasting, forget about broadcasting school. Read the newspaper every day, read the New York Times, read 2 other papers, become a musician, learn a foreign language. That's another weakness of mine. I used to love, when I was a kid, I would listen to the Barry Farber radio show. He would break out into 5 different languages, including Hungarian. And I thought, what a cool thing. So sort of all of the cool things you know make you this amazing broadcaster, and I have weaknesses in my education. I should have paid way more attention in school. I have a lot of weaknesses.
You gave like a couple good things and a lot of you're one of the greatest broadcasters in history.
No, but there's a lot of weaknesses, a lot. And I'm disappointed in myself. If I had to do it all over again, I would have spent more time as a younger guy paying attention.
So critical.
You know? But who knows, you know, maybe that's what makes somebody a good broadcaster, having limited resources and learning how to draw on whatever you do have.
Having humanity to say, this is just who I am. I'm not playing this character.
Well, my strength is telling a story and understanding editing, too. My parents were incredibly tough on me, and I hate to reward this kind of behavior, but it's true. They would just get annoyed with me if I rambled on too long. I took it very seriously. If I'd have to get them to laugh. My mother and my aunt used to sit there, and they would have me do impressions of the family, and I had to get the impression right. They didn't laugh. You know, there was very little tolerance for people who didn't understand self-editing. And I have to edit every 5 seconds on the show. If Gary brings me something, I have to make a decision. Do we go with it? Don't we go with it? Is that interesting to a large group of people? And it all goes back to sort of that education in the living room. So who knows what makes up what makes a great broadcaster great, you know? It's tough. It's a very tough discussion.
Question from Will Murray.
Describe your perfect day.
Perfect day is I have a day off. I sleep until at least 8 o'clock, which is rare. Like I just get a great night's sleep. And then my wife and I will either go for a walk or a run or do something together. I like spending time with her. She's fabulous. I like to have a nice lunch, take a nap, maybe even get a massage, you know. Once in a while, I like that. Go out to dinner with my wife. I like that. Maybe do some photography or something like that. That relaxes me, or either gets me crazy. Everything gets me crazy. Something like that, a really relaxing day. I don't like to go anywhere. I don't want to be anywhere in a foreign country. Just want to be home, chilling out, watch a few good movies or TV. That's it for me. They're very simple needs.
That was terrific. I learned a lot about you today.
Yes, it was terrific. You're absolutely right.
I like that you like these.
Yes. This is Dr. Shiner. He's a plastic surgeon out of Tampa. I don't know how this all came about, but Dr. Shiner somehow ended up evaluating our faces and telling us what we need.
What pictures was he given?
Evidently really bad ones. Because there's a whole... I told you, the list was so long as shit we need done to us that we ran out of paper in the fax machine. Hey, Dr. Shiner.
Hey, good morning.
Well, good morning to you. What's happening?
There's no reason to start. You can't really do that much surgery on a person, can you?
Yeah, in fact, they said we would lose too much blood during these operations. But, yeah, I was taking a look at the pictures. We have pictures to go along with this. We could show them on Howard TV, but if Gary's the worst, he got it the worst from Dr. Shiner.
Oh, no.
I mean, there were so many multiple things.
What would he have to do to Gary?
Dr. Shiner, in a way, isn't it dangerous to go to a guy like you? Because if you're feeling good about your face or semi-good about your face, you guys actually point
If you
out...
can live with yourself.
Like, Gary, I didn't even... Your eyebrows are descending, it says here.
I looked at the notes. I was just telling Howard, I looked at the notes, and there's a lot of shit about myself I feel bad about. I had not noticed my eyebrows. So I'm just looking in the mirror to see what's wrong with my eyebrows.
Oh,
Right.
no. See? That's not right.
Dr. Shiner, what's wrong with his eyebrows? I mean, I know, but you tell everybody.
Right. I mean, so actually, when I was looking at Gary, I found the simple things for him are, as we age, one of the things that occurs is our brows start to descend.
Yes.
And the reason I can tell that with him...
Like an ape.
Yeah. Right.
His brows are now his mustache? What are you talking about?
So he's got that line in his forehead, and that's actually a hidden sign that he's actually raising his brows a lot, because if he relaxed his forehead, his brows would be... I mean, he can do this. He can actually be close to his eyes.
See, that's another thing. I wasn't...
look, even in the picture, he's raising his eyebrows.
Yes.
Yes, you're right, Doctor.
This is my specialty.
Oh, wow, look at that. You see that?
So if you raise his eyebrows, he would look younger.
Well, it's a couple things. One thing is that, yes, if we could equalize those areas, that could be better. We communicate most with our eyes and our mouth. Whatever we can do to make those areas look better has a huge
I got to tell you,
impact.
you're onto something, because we have like this little graphic drawing where the eyebrow is where it is, and then where you raise it. And he does look better.
My eyes look more open when the eyebrows are raised.
Let me see. Look at me. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's fucking... Now I see it.
I mean,
I never noticed it before.
Yeah, see, now we're looking at it. You can see that one eyebrow is lower.
Yeah, well, watch when Gary looks at you now. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right, so, Doctor, here's a question.
I wish he hadn't pointed that out. Now I'm going to obsess.
Here's a question. The operation or whatever it takes to do this, how painful is it?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about it. Some things are really simple, Gary. Like raising brows, that can be done non-surgical with something called Botox. I do Botox brow lifts all the time.
Will that get rid of the line of my forehead?
Yeah, and that can help with that, too. Yeah.
Hold on a second. You're telling me with Botox,
his eyebrows will raise.
his eyebrow will go back up?
Yeah, I can raise. Yes, I do that all the time.
But how often do I have to do that?
I mean, that's like a 4 to 6 month time period, but it's not surgery. And they're surgical procedures, but that's easy.
Wow.
I mean, the second thing, Gary, was the pigment that you had on your face. If that could be evened out, we like a cleaner complexion.
You mean he's got, what, like pimples?
Yeah, no, like the spots he has on his cheeks.
Let me see. Come close to me.
What cheek
I'm going to look you
spots?
over. Let me see your cheeks. You're talking about on his face, not his ass. Look at that. I don't see any spots on his cheeks, Doc.
In the picture, it shows up.
Give me the picture.
I don't see that.
But I would tell you the biggest. The biggest thing for Gary is,
but hold on. By the way, I see them when I look in the mirror every morning. They're right about here, and you can see them on the picture.
How do you get rid of them?
Like here.
Right. This is easy too.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't have noticed that.
Using light, I have something called broad-based light, and I can target pigment on the face.
He needs that.
Yeah, and that's easy.
He needs laser.
Hey, please don't make me any darker.
I mean, really, honestly, Gary, the biggest thing is, and we'll talk about this, and I'm going to teach you something here, is that we like to see our faces in balance, right? There's ratios that exist in the face. If you take the following, if you take the top of his the hairline and bring it down to the middle of the brow, consider that a third of the face. That actually equals the third from the middle of the brow down to his nose. Can you see that?
Yeah.
If you then take that third and try and bring it down to the jaw, do you see how it doesn't match anymore? The lower jaw is bigger than that third. Do you see that?
Right.
Yeah.
All right, look, we're obviously dealing with a horrible candidate here because, I mean, how expensive is it to Botox that eyebrow up? I got to get that eyebrow of his up now.
That's cheap.
That's not a big deal. That is not a big deal.
Give me a ballpark.
That's hundreds. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I think it's like $300. I want to know about the jaw.
All right,
what are you going to do to his jaw?
Let's talk.
All right, so Gary's, I would say from below his nose is the real disaster area. Right? He's got giant teeth, lips. Gary, I mean, no offense.
Understood.
Right, I mean.
And let me tell you, Howard, what happened here, actually. Gary, this is just the way you were born, okay? You're the top part of your jaw.
You don't think that was from an accident? You say he was born like that.
Is that the top part of your jaw grew larger than other parts of your face. And it's actually called something called a long face syndrome. And in other words...
Why the long face, Gary?
Me and Mr. Ed.
It's also known as something called a gummy smile. smile.
Yes, he's got. Oh, it's a.
How could he have a gummy smile with all those teeth?
Doctor.
Yes.
You're so right. It distracts me every morning as he's doing the show rundown.
You can see his gums?
Absolutely. Where have you been?
I have a gummy smile. I admit that.
But how does I just
Look,
can't
when
imagine.
I do my Gary impression, what do? I go like this. You know, that's my Gary.
So insulting.
I didn't mean it as an insult. If I did, I apologize.
Look, Gary, you were born this way.
That's right. You know what? I used to think it was an accident. I'm glad the doctor cleared it up. All right. So what would you have to technically do to fix that?
Okay, this is a bigger deal, okay? But this is done. They actually go into the jaw. They take out some of the bones for the upper jaw. And they advance the lower jaw. But if you see the after photo, when you do that, it brings them back to that ratio of a third. It's a much nicer look, right?
Now that's got to be. He probably can't eat for months after that.
Yeah, it's a bigger deal. And I'm not saying he has to go that far, but if he wanted to, that's what could be done for him.
I think he needs to do it. I'm looking at the before and after.
That's a big enough deal to do it?
Don't you think I missed my window? In other words, shouldn't I have done this when I was 20?
Right, but I don't think you gained that much.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm not seeing.
No.
I'm not spending $20,000 and not eating for 3 months to look an inch better.
You still look like Gary.
Yeah, that's the problem. At the end of the day, he still looks like Gary.
But I'm telling you, all jokes aside, I would consider the Botox.
You would?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
who gives a shit? We're dudes.
It's inexpensive, and the eyebrow thing I never
noticed your brow.
Yeah,
I know, but it looked better, didn't it?
You know what's weird? The doctor's talking about symmetry. Like there's one side of your face where your eye is almost closed.
Yeah.
On the other side, your eye's open.
I will tell you that I did some photos, like press photos, and I got rid of 3/4 of them for that exact reason. For some reason, my eye is closed in the picture.
Right, and you know what happens, Gary? I'll tell you actually is that here's the thing: your brow, as I said, is sort of low normally. It's hidden, but it's low. When you raise your brows all the time, that's great. You try and smile and keep your forehead raised. No, it doesn't work. I mean, when you smile, your whole face relaxes, so that hidden brow droop becomes more apparent when you smile.
Now, Doctor, you also say that Gary's particular problem was identified in early man. that Gary might actually Gary's sixth toe and lowered eyebrow indicates something. All right, so that's that. Let's go through the Benji. I looked at your now. I see we give him a hair transplant. Benji, you do look better with hair. I got to say.
I mean, here's Howard. Let's talk about it again. Remember, thirds we're talking about. Now, his is in the reverse. Go from the bottom of his chin up to the base of the nose. That's a third.
Yeah.
Go from the bottom of the nose up to the middle of the brow. That's a third. Go up from there, and it's much larger, right?
Right.
So if we could lower the hairline and give him make that a third, that helps.
That did help.
Come on.
That does help.
That hair doesn't help. You got to get good hair.
Well, that's all he's got.
But the balance makes better. And then the other thing I recommend for his chin, liposuction along the chin, and then the same broad-based light to clear out the pinkness on his face.
Have you ever seen a guy with a blotchier complexion? Look at him. You go back to the before picture. Whoa. Look at around his nostrils. You got the deep red thing, like it looks like a forest of red.
There are conditions like rosacea that can cause that. And anyway, it's treatable.
What is that? Is he nervous?
He
sweats a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what you do for. Well, listen.
See, again, he still looks like Benji.
I think he looks like a better version of him, actually. I think he looks like his younger brother, right?
Right, yeah. I like that.
Yeah, he'd be the handsome brother.
Yeah, he'd be the brother, but doesn't look too bad. By the way, all these pictures are up on howardstern.com. If you go there, you'll see what Dr. Shiner's going to do to Benji, what he's going to do to Gary. Fred, does Fred need a lot of work? He's so handsome. All I can think about is giving him anal.
That is our silver fox.
He's a silver fox to me.
My kid's got to go to college. I'm not buying any of this, Doc.
Let's see. It says here Fred needs he has heavy eyelids and drooping eyebrow. He does.
There's nothing I can do about that.
Yes, they can.
I've always had those eyes. I'm born with that shit.
Well, let the doctor talk. Maybe I can.
Yeah, that actually, Gary. I mean, Fred, that could be helped. That is easy as a Botox thing, or there are surgeries that can be done to help it more permanently.
Yeah.
The lower eyelid, these are normal. Listen, these are normal changes we all face. I'm not saying this is anything. I mean, a lot of your
Fred looks very old. Yes. Loss of facial volume. Chicken. Oh yes, I look very young, Fred. Yeah, I'm just lucky that way. Now you say facial fillers to reduce aging process.
Yeah, one of the things that as we age, we lose facial volume, and there's actually papers looking at this. It happens asymmetrically. We can gain volume in certain areas and lose volume in other areas. If we can restore the volume around the mouth area, as I said, that's one of the critical areas that we can communicate with. I think it's really powerful for Fred, and the way it turns that image. I mean, I think it looks like a much better version of himself.
Well, like Liberace and Boober, I might just send him in for a little work so he can look a little more like me. Let's see, John Hine. Okay, what about Robin? What are we going to do for her?
Yeah, what can you do?
Let's get down to Robin.
I mean, Robin's beautiful, so we don't have to do anything really. But
exactly.
Sure. Now let's talk.
All right, now let's get down to it.
If you want to make, I mean, Robin, you are beautiful. If you want to make you more stunning, okay.
In other words, she's a 10. You can make her a 12.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's some. I mean, same thing. It's volume issues, and it's the area of the jawline. So if we could add volume back to the area around the mouth and do something to straighten to do with the jawline, that'd be liposuction. I think you're beautiful, Robin. Just makes you even better.
No, I'm all for making Robin better. That's absolutely true. I mean, Robin, you'd be a 12. Could you imagine what your life would be? Me too. Well, it says here, Howard needs nothing. He's so handsome. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, Fred. Let's see. Loss of facial volume. Like Fred, you need to fill in all those heavy... I have those huge lines.
I know. You always talk
Howard,
about them, but I
mean, honestly, it's a real loss of volume. Howard, for you, what I was saying, really, the eye and the mouth. So the eye area, I was saying, if you could, it would be surgery, okay? But if you could do surgery for the eyelids, I do that stuff with lasers.
The eyelids?
Mm-hmm, the upper eyelids. And then if we could add volume back to the lower face, there's actually a product. This isn't surgery, mind you. There's a product called 𝗛cie𝘄𝗿𝗱. And what it is a product we use as a facial filler. It takes a while to work, but once it's set up, it lasts years. You would be a great candidate for that, Howard, because if you could add volume to that area, you look at your after, it really, I mean, you look like you, but it's just... I
look like gorgeous.
You look like a softer you.
A better me. Now, Doc, is any of this stuff... When I hear women are injecting rat poison into their face, and you know, that's basically what I don't get. Like, I'm not doing anything. I mean, what's the difference at this point? I'm a mess. You know what I mean? But
you know, it's just personal. If something you want to do, I'm just saying there are options for people if they want to do these things.
You're saying you get rid of all that shit on my face like that in the after picture? Is that accurate?
Yeah, I mean, really the volume. Yeah, if you had the volume is the most powerful thing for you.
Volume. In other words, what do you stick in my face to give me volume?
There's a product called 𝗛cie𝘄𝗿𝗱, and what it is there's a suture material that we use in surgery that makes collagen, and they take advantage of this, and they make it into little tiny bits. They put it in the face, and then the body will build its own collagen around these products.
Really?
Yeah.
How long does that take?
It takes about an hour to do. What happens, actually, I have newscasters who I do this for in my area on the evening news, and I like this because you look better gradually. What happens is you get the result. It goes down. You get a view of what it looks like. It goes down in about 2 days because the water resorbs, and then the particles that are left over about 8 weeks, the body responds to and builds collagen all over the place.
Wow.
And so each week you get better and look better and better and better.
Imagine how gorgeous I'd be. I'm a 10.
And then when does it start to go bad again?
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's like...
You know what it's like? It's like...
Charlie.
Like he was retarded, and then in the book, Flowers for Algernon, he becomes a genius, and then he slowly starts becoming retarded again. And that's the bitch.
Hey, Howard?
Yeah.
I have a quick question for that. Is that the same stuff that you would put in my face, that Bondo or whatever?
Fred, let's go in. We'll get 2 for 1.
How about, is there any way you can get a donation of, like, facial filler? Like, since Benji's so fat in his face,
we could
we take the fat out of his face?
Would you want Benji's anything in your face?
You're right. Let's go with the Bondo.
It might make it crazy.
Hey, Robin, look at your after him before. See that?
Well, she always looks good.
Yeah, but that's not enough.
It's not enough.
Not for me to do it.
I like my after picture, but
I thought actually John was pretty cool too.
Let me take a look at John Hine. I thought he looked a little too feminine after you got done with him.
Really?
For
he
my
got
taste.
that feminine look?
Yeah, you got to be careful, dudes, when you go do this stuff, because you could end up looking like...
Because that usually ends up what
happens. Oh, God, he looks scary now.
John looks like he saw a ghost. Leave John alone, Doc. I think you were hitting home runs with everyone else. But listen, Doc, it's fascinating. Dr. Shiner's plastic surgery critique is up on howardstern.com. You will see how gorgeous I look after Dr. Shiner will get done with me. But I don't know, man. I don't know, Robin.
I like a natural look. I think I look like, Kim Kardashian or something.
I think I got to admit, Dr. Shiner's after picture does look way better on me. But, hey, I don't know. Then you got to go do all this stuff. Dr. Shiner, give yourself a plug here, or I'll give it to you. For more information on Dr. Adam Shiner's practice, go to AdamShinerMD.com. Hey, thanks, Dr. Shiner.
Hey, it's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
A lot to
well,
consider.
now we know there's something we can do.
I thought it was hopeless. Thing I like is, like, as I get older, I see what he's talking about down here. Like, he could fill that out. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it smooths things. That's, you were talking about John Kerry a few weeks ago, and now I can't stop staring at his face.
I know. It just seems kind of girly,
Yeah.
And then I see a lot of women who do this shit, and it goes horribly wrong.
I'm fucking hideous, but at least I look like a fucking guy. Come on. All right?
Yeah,
him, on the other hand, he needs help.
You shouldn't feel bad.
He needs a lot of help. A lot of help.
Will you guys dwell on these issues like Howard said he's going to now?
No.
It's in one ear out the other.
No.
I'm mesmerized by my face. It's beautiful.
The only one?
And I realize, like, I've gained weight again. I gotta get in good shape because I have such a beautiful face.
Do you feel slighted in the sense that they didn't look at your calves and some of your other great features?
No. My face is my, what do you call it? Yeah. Yeah.
That's your meal ticket?
I have a beautiful face. I like, look at it. Close.
This is his fortune. Unfortunately, benji is bankrupt.
I love it. I don't know. Maybe it's just...
baby blues. Here, look. Can you tilt up your brim a little bit so we can really see the full color? There you go. So, Fred, your solution is just be happy that you're not Benji.
Pretty much. I wake up every day, and that's my mantra. It's like there are people of a certain faith that say, "Thank God I wasn't born a woman," which I think is very sexist, and maybe this is like Benjist, but I wake up every day and say, "Thank God I'm not Benji."
Interestingly, I wake up saying, "Thank God I'm Benji."
You're the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah, plastic surgery, tricky thing, man. I see too many
guys
it's looking like women.
So many people.
Yeah, and you know what?
I don't know who George Clooney's guy is because he's holding up.
Yeah, but he's good looking. I mean,
he's good.
He's looking rarefied.
There's nobody. I'm just beginning to realize when you look at all these papers, there's nobody in that fucking business that doesn't have some sort of tweaking done. Period.
I would say, without a doubt, 100% of the people in Hollywood have something going on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, that's how they stay looking good.
There's too much at stake. They're at the big game.
Absolutely.
They don't want to leave. It's the same thing. It's like if baseball players do steroids, those people do Botox.
Well, maybe we got to go visit Dr. Shiner. I think that's what you're saying.
She made a documentary on Mom's Mabley.
Oh, I know. That's great.
And I just said to her, she's on HBO, and I said, oh, so you sold it to HBO? And she goes, not really. She started to make it with HBO. They didn't like the direction it was going in. She went and made it on her own. Then HBO goes, they heard, hey, we hear the documentary's not bad, and then they bought it. So that's that's even better. But the other thing is, because we went through this, and I think you'd appreciate this, she said it's really pricey, and I said, where's all the money when you make a documentary? And she said, clearing the photos. And she said that once somebody found out she was involved with the project, they were charging like $50,000 for 4 photos, and she would call them up and she would say, listen, no one's asked you for a Mom's Mabley photo for 50 fucking years.
I love Mom's Mabley.
But the other thing she said was that Mom's Mabley, this is really interesting. She said, not only is she the first female stand-up, she may be the first stand-up comedian ever. She did, and I said, how do you define that? She said, 1929, you know, she got a person alone getting up in a room telling stories and jokes. But she said a lot of Mom's Mabley stuff is hard to corroborate because you can't tell what's fact or fiction about her. But I thought we wouldn't get to that, so I thought it was interesting.
I'll lead off with that.
All right. Whoopi Goldberg is here. I got a lot of ground to cover with her. And she is on The View.
Of course she is.
And she's very successful. There's Whoopi Goldberg. Wow. Look at that. It's really you. It is the Whoopi Goldberg.
Well, most of me.
Most of you? Where did you leave the rest of you?
Where are you?
Some of you still home. But that's all right.
So you get your microphone right in there.
I got my...
How are you?
I'm good.
You're wearing your John Varvatos scarf, I see, with the American flag on it.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I have the same one. That's how I know that. Yeah, I love that.
I probably got it from you.
Yeah. What is it, Gary?
I just want to make sure that you can hear her okay.
I can hear Whoopi. Okay. Yeah, you're going to get your mic right there. How are you?
I'm good, honey.
I'm excited about the project you're here to promote, and not in a false way. I'm very excited about it. I am a huge fan of Mom's Mabley.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so was I. Oh, my goodness.
Nobody like her.
When I was a little boy, I would watch Mom's Mabley like it was a religion.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know Mom's Mabley, she was do you think she was the first stand-up comic?
I do believe that she was the first. I know she was the first. No, she may have been the absolute first.
The absolute first?
Yeah.
Really?
Because she's the only one that I know who actually stood up and told jokes from really like the late 20s. Huh. So I sort of feel she might be the very first stand-up as we know it.
Yeah.
So it's extraordinary when you think about it.
When was Mom's Mabley born?
Late 1800s.
Why did you become so obsessed with Mom's Mabley to the point that you wanted to make a project out of it?
Because I used to do her before anybody gave a shit who I was.
I think she was such a brilliant comic because she's a lot of times when she would tell a joke, I didn't even understand what she was saying. And that almost was the beauty of it.
Yeah.
And I know, like, Bill Cosby gets really upset with black comedians when they speak in sort of a street dialect. Mm-hmm. But that's what I love about black comedians, when they do get up and speak. Because that's what I loved about growing up in a black community, when guys would really talk in this raunchy kind of way.
Yeah.
And Mom's was just dirty, filthy, and bawdy.
Except she was all of that without saying one bad word.
Right.
It was all innuendo.
Well, did you ever hear her party albums? I mean,
yeah.
All right, those were dirty.
Ish.
Yeah. Right. But
compared to us.
Right. They were pretty dirty. Yeah. But then she could also go on Merv Griffin.
Absolutely.
And more clean.
Absolutely. Listen, man, she played all these great, but she played Sing Sing, she played all kinds of prisons. I mean, she was able to go and do stuff. She looked like an old woman,
right?
You know, and so people were like, "Yeah, sure, come in," and she would just flatten a place,
right?
You know, and the great thing about the documentary is I was concerned about the material because, you know, today you listen to comics and it's a whole different thing. They tell you everything, the size of everything, and every little pimple.
Yeah.
But Mom's, you need to follow what she's saying in order to get it. You have to allow the silences of her beats.
You decided you wanted to make a documentary about her life. So how do you go about doing that? You first went to HBO.
First we went to HBO.
They said, we're going to make a documentary.
We'll make a documentary. And then it got a little tough for them and us because we had two very different ways of looking at things.
What did they want to do?
They wanted to do more of a biopic.
Right.
And for me, there wasn't, you know, the thing about...
You see, I thought that when you first told me you were doing a Mom's Mabley project, I thought you were going to play Mom's Mabley.
Well, the whole idea originally was I was going to do it on stage.
Right.
As a one-person show. And then I realized...
I would go see that in a second.
Well, I'm still going to do it, but Howard, I realized that, you know, the last time I did Moms was almost 30 years ago in San Francisco.
Did you? Can you do the impression? Is it?
Oh, yeah, Howard, what are you talking about?
Right.
You know I can do Moms, Howard. You know I love your show, don't you?
And she would kind of walk on. Maybe you're right. She wasn't really an old lady, but she would dress like an old lady, and she'd have those like weird shoes,
the big shoes,
the giant
house
shoes.
coat. I mean, you know, she started this character figure 1929, 1930.
Right.
And she was a young woman then.
So Moms was Moms right at 25.
She was a young woman playing an old woman.
Playing an old woman. And when she died in 75, she had grown into Mom.
Right.
And you think about it, there were no roles for black actresses back then unless you were in Gone with the Wind or something. So she created a role for herself as an old woman when you think about it. It was really quite brilliant.
Well, I mean, the thing that I think she figured out was that she had her place and she was going to rock it, and she did.
Do you think the hard part for putting together a documentary is it getting the rights to all of the performances? Do you have that in the documentary?
That was easy. Oh yeah, getting the rights was easy. It's the pictures and the clips.
And so you have the clips of Moms performing. Do you get the clips of her like on these talk shows?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you do?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
There's some great ones. You know, there's a wonderful. She did in the last year of her life. She did. She was on. I think it's the Billboard Awards or the Grammys or something, and she's there with Chris Christopherson. And he can't believe how lucky he is to be. I mean,
Moms Mabley.
She's funny, and then, honey, she takes those teeth out.
Oh my God!
And she says she says, "What are you gonna?" He said, "Anything you want to do." You know, she would just. And the other great thing is that the material still works.
Did she have a horrible?
It's still funny.
It's still funny.
Whoopi, did she have a horrible personal life, Moms Mabley? I know nothing of. You know, today it's so different. You know everything about everyone. Like I know who you've married, who you've been. You know, I know everything. With Moms Mabley, you didn't know anything.
You didn't know where she came from.
No.
And in a way, the character worked better because you didn't know anything about her. Did she have a personal life?
She had a very good personal life, and there's some secrets that I'm not going to tell you on air, but I'll
Give me
tell
one
you when
secret.
Let's see. That many of the traumatic stories about her may not be true.
In other words, she might have had a pretty good upbringing.
Yeah.
Wow. And so she embellished?
Well, I think people, and what tends to happen with performances, people embellish for you.
Right.
You almost don't have to do anything.
It's so true.
Yeah. You know, and so suddenly she was, you know, she had been raped twice, and then she had kids, and she gave them away. And so it was this big, giant story that may or may not be true. That's why I didn't want to do a biopic.
Do you get that in your personal life? Like, people come up to you who you don't even know and say, Whoopi, do you remember when you did this? And it's absolutely not true.
Yeah.
Happens all the time, right?
All the time.
Yeah. So you go to HBO. You say, I want to make a documentary on Moms Mabley. They're all for it.
They love it.
Then you start doing it, and they thought you were going to be probably playing Moms Mabley.
No, I think they wanted more of her biography. And what I knew and that they didn't was that there wasn't enough there that was provable. You know, there's a lot of rumor. I didn't want to go with that.
So you say, look, I want to get her performances. I want to turn younger people onto Moms Mabley and people who knew her. Like, okay. So then you go out and you have no trouble getting her performances.
No.
But the trouble that you have producing the documentary is getting photographs of her?
And clips. You know, these clips are expensive.
You talk about the clips from talk shows.
Talk shows and, you know, performance shows that she's done. And
what was the most expensive clip from what show? Do you recall?
I don't recall. Because what happened was, once people realized that I was actually paying for this out of my pocket, they were like, oh, okay, well, we let's talk about this now.
All right,
And
let me see if we can help you. Because you're beloved, and people are like, hey, we don't want...
liked.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm beloved.
No, you're beloved. And people love you, and they don't want... Like, if they think it's a corporation putting it together on HBO, they'll charge a certain amount. So do you have to go to, like, Merv Griffin's estate and say, please give me these clips?
Yes. But not give me.
Right.
What are you going to charge me? And you know who was the best?
Who?
Who made it the easiest? Hugh Hefner.
Really?
Yeah. Hugh made it so easy for us because Moms did Playboy After Dark.
I remember that.
That was fantastic.
a great show. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You know?
So you go to Hugh Hefner and you say, hey, I need this. And he's like, you know what? Hey,
here you go.
Isn't that surprising that he's so generous that way?
Well, he's always been really nice to me. I've been really lucky with Hugh. He's always been kind, and so he said...
How do you know him?
What?
Have you done the Playboy interview a bunch?
Yeah, well, not a bunch. And once or twice I proposed that I would pose for them.
Oh, is that right?
Like, yeah. And they were like, no, let's just talk.
Would you have done
Come on,
that?
I want to be in the magazine.
Would you have posed? Was that really a concept of yours?
No, look, I have not worn a bra since year one. The girls are so far on the floor. They would have to back up so much to get them.
Have you ever appeared nude in any production whatsoever?
No.
Never?
No.
You would never do that?
Please. I know what's under here.
You're not looking to show it up.
I don't want to show anybody.
Well, you're so right, because people say, well, how can, you're so outrageous. How come you've never shown your penis in public? I go, because there's hardly one there. I said if I had something big to show off, I would show it.
Yeah. You know, if the girls were up on my shoulders, sure, I would be popping them out all the time. But that's not what's going on here. I can tie them in the night on my head.
So when you started this 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄 project, how does it end up on HBO if HBO and you parted ways?
Because they began to understand that what I was trying to do was the better plan.
It is the better plan.
It is the better plan.
Because, I mean, if you think about it, you could have just shown 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄 on the whole performance of her doing Hugh Hefner's Playboy show.
Right.
But instead, you're taking people around and saying, hey, let me give you an education on 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄.
Well, yeah, because what I didn't, I don't know how I missed it, but what I didn't understand was that she had played a huge part in the civil rights movement.
She did?
Yes, because she was talking about all of this stuff in her show.
That's true.
In ways that people didn't realize they were getting schooled.
Right.
But they were getting schooled. And so it was like, oh, my God. So you look at the fabric. You know, she did Abraham, Martin, and John after...
right, I remember. Oh, that's right. She recorded that.
Yeah. And when you hear her sing it, you get it because you realize, yes, these are people that she knew because she did know John Kennedy. She did go to the White House.
Where did she live?
Things. She lived up in New Rochelle.
Oh, she did?
She's from Brevard, North Carolina. That much I know for sure. And she lived in New Rochelle. She worked a lot at the Apollo. She did Carnegie Hall. She played all these places. She was, at one point, the highest paid female entertainer in the world.
You know what I admire about you? You have this passion for 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄, and you actually went out and did something about it. You know, now that I think about it, it kind of inspires me, because I do have certain people in my life that have influenced me, and I'm fascinated by them. And yet, it never occurred to me to say, hey, that's a passion of mine. Why wouldn't I try to turn people on in some sort of documentary or something like that?
Well, I'm sure I would in a way. Part of it is because you're in your head saying, well, a lot of people will take care of this because a lot of people know who this is.
Right.
The reason this came about is because what I discovered was, A, nobody knew who Moms was anymore, and nobody knows who any of these comics are. You know, Mantan, Marlin, the folks we grew up knowing about.
Who were on the party records.
Yeah, and then you got a guy like Red Fox, who was known from Sanford and Son, but I knew him from his party records, and that's what was really a turn on to me.
I mean, you know, and the fact that, you know, we had to do stuff socially. Like, we had to hide. When the parents went out, you know, you waited for them to get...
and you listened to party records.
And you listened to party records. And so did they. They got together and had a social evening listening to records.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? But that doesn't happen anymore.
No.
With 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄, though, she was so powerful. And now that you're bringing her up, I'm thinking what her life must have been. Here's this talented woman, great comic, but she's definitely, she was born in the wrong time period because, first of all, who would even imagine that she could even get a career on stage?
Well, because
as a black woman.
We had the Chitlin circuit.
Right.
Which was where all the black folks went to perform because they weren't allowed to perform in a lot of the clubs in the rest of the country. So there was a whole area, you know, where black people went and saw performers that they understood and they knew. And it worked for them because, you know, Mantan Moreland came from there, Peg Leg Bates came from there, a lot of the folks that most people don't know about. That was the performance space, and that's how they got to be better known. And Tyler Perry reawakened that circuit because no one was making
anything for
that group.
Yeah, what's weird too is that you know, it occurs to me, everyone's always asking me, who do you think the funniest comics are and stuff, and I never mention 𝗫𝗵ci𝘄.
None of us do.
And I should. Like she made me laugh till I almost threw up.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't laugh that hard at anybody. And 𝗫𝗵ci𝘄
She was
could do that.
appointment television. When you heard that 𝗫𝗵ci𝘄 was going to be on a show, you sat there.
Yeah, I mean...
Did anyone ever put her in a movie or anything?
Oh, yeah, she's in 2 films.
Mad World, maybe?
No. I wish.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that have been great?
Yeah, that would have been cool.
But there were no, you know, there were no female comics. There were comedians.
Yeah.
But no comics in that movie, no females.
Did you get to meet her family when you made this thing?
No, there's not a lot of folks. Not a lot of folks left.
Wow. Was she married?
It's hard to say.
Wow.
I know
it's a complete mystery.
In a way, it is.
And you identify with her because she was one of your heroes.
Because she was funny, and she told stories. You know, it's like Richard. For me, Richard Pryor is that's my brain.
Right.
And Mom's is my brain, because anybody who can tell a story and leave space for a punchline, I think is great.
Right.
You know?
She's brave in that she could literally take a pause on stage.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. You know, that's a weird... I talked to Jerry Seinfeld about that, about timing and stuff.
Yeah.
People say, what do you mean brave? I mean, when you're in front of a crowd, to take a pause...
That's right.
There's silence.
Yes.
And it scares the shit out of you.
Because we're so used to filling every second of every moment of every day. I mean, my God, we can't even go to the bathroom without the telephone.
I remember when I first saw you, it was like that, the one-woman show. When I see that, you took a lot of pauses like 𝗫𝗵ci𝘄 did. And I always thought when you got involved with Billy Crystal and Robin Williams, when you guys started to do comic relief and you would appear together, I feel those guys were not in your rhythm. Robin Williams is a kind of tell me if I'm right about this, because I've always wanted to ask you. I always feel Robin Williams is this frantic kind of, he's got his own energy. It's and I felt Billy would stand there and almost try to be his straight man, like his Carl Reiner, the Mel Brooks. And he would try. And then you would be on the stage and you work a completely different way. You'll work through an impression and a character and stuff. And then you're sitting there going like, I'm trying to sort of figure out where I fit in with these two guys. And was it awkward for you ever when you were doing comic relief?
Because the boys didn't let it be awkward for me, but I felt awkward because I didn't know how to do what they did.
Right, that's not your shtick.
It wasn't my thing, but they loved me enough to let me, you know, to carry me along to play.
Yeah.
And so because of them, though, I've learned how to do stand-up.
But were they gracious enough to you? Because they should have let you play in the style that you do. Like, they could have...
Oh, no, they fought a lot for me to do the things I got to do.
Are you still friendly with those guys?
Oh, yeah.
You are? Like, when
I
you
just
say
did a thing.
But aside from the work, because when you guys got on stage, it was exciting. It was like, hey, look at these...
They call and they say, you all right? Just out of the blue, I'll get a note, or
Billy will call you, or Robin will call you.
Robin will call and say, just,
I
haven't heard anything about it. I haven't heard, is everything, because, you know, people get nervous if they don't hear anything.
Right. What happened?
You know, I'm underground for the most part.
Will you ever get together with them socially? Will you guys ever go out to dinner together? Or,
yeah.
Oh, you will?
Yeah.
Oh, so you have a close relationship.
Yeah. They're like, I mean, this is sounding crazy, but they're like my big brother. They're like my big brothers.
You know, I can't figure... you have to fill in holes in your life for me, okay? Because I don't understand certain things, how they all came about. Where were you born?
Chelsea, 26th Street and 10th Avenue.
And your name was Karen at that point.
Yes, still is Karen.
Right. Does anyone call you Karen anymore?
Yeah.
Who calls you Karen? Who has that?
My mom calls me Karen until she passed.
She did?
Yeah.
But is that the only person who called you?
No, my brother will call me Karen.
And like Mom's Mabley, there were sketchy parts of your past. I can't find out if they are true or not.
Yes.
Your mom was she a drug addict?
Oh God, no! I was the drug.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
But your mom and dad split.
Yeah.
And your dad was one of those dads that never showed up. I get the feeling.
He came around when he was in the mood.
I feel like it was, though, a disastrous situation.
Oh, no.
It wasn't?
No. See, this is the thing. People assume.
Well, let's get it straight.
This is the filling in.
Yeah,
this is the filling in for you.
Well, because from what I read about you, that your dad
can't
go by that.
Can't go by any of that.
Your dad left, I thought.
Right.
And then
split up.
I thought like it was, no dad in the picture.
Well, he wasn't living with us, and
But was there regular visitation? It wasn't like today where you have half the week with your dad and half the week with your mom.
No.
It was your mom raised you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And at 8 years old, you start performing on stage. You started to go and do shows.
When I was 7. We have the Hudson Guild is downtown, and it's a settlement house. And they had a children's program that Helena Rubinstein paid for.
Wow.
And so I was part of the Helena Rubinstein Children's Theater at the Hudson Guild.
And did people recognize you at that theater group as someone almost like a prodigy that you were were you a great performer right away?
I probably wasn't, but I liked it. I was a bold performer.
Did you say that I am going to be a great performer one day? Did you say that to yourself? Was that your fantasy growing up?
No, what I said to my mother was, I want to do this. I like this.
Was your mother the type that would say, "Hey, you're not gonna get to do this.
Oh no!
Look at where you live. Look at who you are. Forget it." No. She was supportive.
My mother said, "Listen, this is what my mother said to me. If you can handle the fact that not everybody's going to like what you do, if you can handle the fact that not everybody's going to understand and therefore not like what you do,
right,
you'll be fine. If you want to follow the crowd and do what everybody does, that's fine too. So you have to make a decision."
Most performers, I think, go into it because they're looking for love.
Right.
And it's almost... you expect it to be magical that everyone will love you.
Yeah, no.
So your mother's advice was actually brilliant.
Oh, listen, my mom was a Head Start teacher, really smart, crazy smart woman.
Right.
And she knew that she had two very different children because I was also dyslexic. I am dyslexic. And so trying to figure out how to learn things and help me get to where I needed to go. She understood it, and so it never freaked her out, and she did what she did.
Were you a bad student?
I was a bad student if you needed me to read or figure numbers. Very bad.
Have you figured out how to read now? Or is it just painful for you and you just kind of skip it?
Reading is great. I like doing it now that I have it down, but my eyes get so tired now that I started to do audiobooks. Mm-hmm. There's a great company called Audible.com.
Yeah, Gary's been telling us that you two are Audible fans together.
I'm telling you, every book that you could possibly want, and especially, I think you need to do some of the books. I think you need to do some of the books.
He needs to be reading books to you?
Absolutely.
Why?
Absolutely.
Why would you want me reading a book?
Because you're fun. You make it fun.
Me reading a book would not be fun. I'd be commenting on the book and you'd get really annoyed with me.
But see, that's what's great about you, Howard. The commentary is half the fun.
That's the fun of it.
And I'm so glad to see you,
Robin.
Well,
thank you. It's good to be here and be able to see you in person.
And I can't wait for your book. I have to read your book because I know you're a vegan now.
Yes.
I've thought about it. It's not going to happen, but
Look, let's get as close as we can.
That's right.
A vegetable would be
a day.
That's right. That's right. That's what I'm saying.
Don't go crazy.
Just add a vegetable.
Do you have not evolved like Robin? You are still eating meat?
I do still eat meat.
I'm surprised.
Why?
Well, because I just see you as maybe somebody
in that Hollywood crowd.
Yeah, you gave give up. At least give up the red meat.
Have you seen my ass? This is not a Hollywood behind, honey.
So well, let me get back to this,
sorry.
because I need to understand your career trajectory.
Okay.
So here you are. You're this talented, lovely kid with this great mother. How do you become a drug addict? Because that seems like you were in a tremendously sad place that you would become a heroin addict.
No, for me, it was the times, and it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Oh, dear.
Everybody looked, they looked cool. Everybody looked really cool.
Oh,
and
dear.
And the other thing is,
who looked cool to you? The rock stars and things who were like.
Oh no, this is before. This is before the rock stars started doing it. Just, the beginning of the 60s was a whole different groove.
Who turns you on to heroin, though? I mean, I could see smoking some weed. I could see.
We smoked we did everything.
Who's weed? Did you have close friends?
Some friends, some close friends. They're
Right.
all gone. So I don't want to disparage any of them.
What do you mean they're all gone?
They're all dead.
All of your friends are dead.
From that time.
Is that true?
The folks that were doing all the stuff I was doing, they saved me, Howard.
How did they save you? By dying,
They were
I guess.
slightly older than me.
Right.
And they just said, this is not for you. This is not the life for you. And we're not going to help you anymore. And you need to stop.
How bad was your habit?
Kind of bad.
I mean, you were spending money, and you didn't have the money to spend.
No,
you weren't a
didn't
rich
have the-
person.
No, I wasn't rich.
And so
I could make money happen. It's kind of a skill,
How did you make money happen? You took a lot of shitty jobs?
A lot of shitty jobs.
But you never had a rob or anything like that?
No.
What was the shittiest job you had at that time?
Cleaning toilets.
Oh.
Where did you clean toilets? Subways. And so you
That's
applied.
the worst. Those are the worst
I didn't even know
toilets.
somebody was behind it.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's like, oh.
Just cause somebody to retch. And you see some pretty horrible things when you do that.
Yeah.
And so you do it, and then all of your money is going toward heroin.
Drugs. Just drugs, acid, whatever was out there.
And you acted out sexually? Were you very loose?
No, I wasn't too loose. I was happy high.
And you got off heroin without any help? You just kind of said
I got
that's
help
it?
from the folks that I used to get high with. They stopped. They
But
stopped
withdrawal
everything.
is a bitch.
A little bit of a monster, yeah.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 days, 8 days, 10 days. But they cleaned me up.
And your big break really came out of doing a one-woman show.
Yes.
Even when you were cleaning toilets and you're doing heroin, and you probably didn't even
Now,
see...
that was all done. That by the time I started doing all of that...
Where did
that
you
was
get
all
the
done.
guts? How did you develop that one-woman show where you did all those characters?
Because I was living in San Diego trying to get parts.
You would go out on auditions.
And I'd go on auditions, and they'd kind of look at me and go, come on, really? You want to really? And so I wrote
wait a second.
show.
What do you mean, really? Like, what was it?
Because, you go in for Juliet.
All right.
And,
you're
that
not
was
Juliet.
the really. Not to that.
Right.
At that time.
Right.
This is 40, maybe 35 years ago. But I was capable of doing it.
Right.
And so I put together a show. That the original show was put together so people would know I was capable of doing all of these things.
Was the only training you had the Helena Rubinstein? That was it, that program.
That was it, yeah.
How many years was that program?
Till I left New York.
So you never went to college for acting? You never did any of that?
No.
And you said, wait a second, the only way I'm ever going to get an acting job is if I create my own material.
Yeah.
And so you begin to develop characters. And out of that show... Who sees you first? Is it Spielberg? Is he the one who sees the show and discovers you?
Someone in San Francisco saw it and wrote to a man called David White, who used to run Dance Theater Workshop downtown.
Right.
And he periodically would do one-person shows, a group of them.
Right.
And so I get this call from a guy in New York saying, listen, I'm doing this thing. I hear you do this. And I was like, okay.
Wow.
Am I coming to New York? And he's like, yeah. I was like, oh, cool. He said, do you have a place to stay? I said, yeah, I stay with my mom.
Right.
Where are you guys? He said, we're on 17th Street. I was like, great. I'm from 26th and 10th. I'll be right over.
And you had no nervousness going up on stage and doing a one-woman show?
No, because I knew the characters.
Right.
I knew them.
And was it frightening to you the first time you do it? And let's say you do take those pauses and you start to do a character and you don't hear the audience responding. Was it seems to me like it was just so natural to you.
It was. That's the only way I could
And you
put it.
wrote the whole thing yourself?
Yeah.
Wow, it's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Well,
if that's the only thing you'd ever done, it would have been amazing.
It would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
And then who knew all this other stuff was coming?
When Spielberg finds out about this one-woman show, does he come down and see it?
No, he got a hold of my manager, Sandy Gallen,
and
said I would like her when she comes to California if she could bring the show, because I'd like to see what she's doing. And so Sandy said, so Steven Spielberg would like you to go. And I'm thinking, oh, I want to be in Raiders of the Lost
Right,
Ark.
you'll be in Star Wars.
I could do that.
I want to get eaten by a shark.
Yeah,
why not?
I could do this. And
Right.
so I
could be in
go.
E.T., right?
Yeah.
Because up until then, he'd never done a project like Color Purple before,
Right.
which was a serious film. It wasn't an action film.
Right.
And so you mean he said, hey, if you ever bring your one-woman show to L.A., tell me and I'll come see it?
No, I brought it to Amblin, to the studio there.
Wait a second. You're telling me you went to his studio, performed your one-woman show just in front of him?
No, he said it was him and some friends. And when I came out, it was Michael Jackson and Ashford and Simpson and Quincy Jones and
oh my God!
Wow, that's kind of where I was.
What an intimidating crowd!
Yes.
When you go, first of all, when you're going there, then you assume, hey, I'm doing this for Steven Spielberg.
Right.
Already is a big-time director.
Yeah.
Do you get nervous then to do it?
I'm very nervous because they've also said to me, do not do some of the other material.
What do you mean, the more racy material?
No, I had a whole, there was a lot of material that wasn't in
the one-woman show.
The one-woman show.
Yeah.
One of them being 𝗵𝗵.
Oh!
About the black E.T. that comes and he lands in Oakland. And they said, do not
under
do
no
this.
circumstances.
No circumstances do this.
Because what? They're afraid they'll offend the great Steven Spielberg.
I think they thought it would be offensive. And so now I do my show, do everything I'm supposed to do, and people are saying more.
Right.
And that...
Now you got to get into that other material.
I say, I don't really have much more. I have one thing, but they told me not to do it. But if you want me to do it, and they said, yeah. And I said, okay. And I figured this is the end of my career.
Right.
It started at the beginning of the show, and now it's over.
And they say they want more. You do black E.T., 𝗵𝗵.
And he is on the floor.
He loved it.
He loved it.
And that teaches us a lesson, doesn't it? It's like, you know what, sometimes the more outrageous you are, or when everyone tells you no, sometimes you should say yes.
That's what you absolutely need to do.
Well, sometimes you have to gauge for yourself.
Right.
You know, is this a person who can deal with it? And the answer was yes.
Yeah.
And what an audition. Like, he never asked you to read for him specifically for The Color Purple.
No.
He never said, hey,
And then he laid that on me.
What did he say?
He said, well, I'm going to be doing The Color Purple. I said, oh, cool. I read the book. My daughter and I, we stopped our bus. We listened to it because Alice Walker was reading it in San Francisco somewhere. And I just said that how great it was going to be that he was doing it. He said, well, I would like you to be in it. And I was like, as what?
Right.
He said, well, I want you to play 𝗙cie. I said, I don't think I can do that.
Now, why did you say that?
Because I'd never made a movie. I didn't know anything about making movies. And I said to him, so what does it take, like couple weeks? Because I thought it was like you do, like you would film a play.
This is the exact opposite advice they always give everyone. They always say, if you go in an audition, say you can do anything, and don't. But you do the exact opposite, and it all works.
Well, I didn't want to lie to him.
Right.
I didn't want him to think that I actually knew anything about making movies.
Sandy Gallen was probably ready to kill you because...
No, Sandy wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
Sandy wasn't there.
Because, I mean, so you tell Steven Spielberg, it's very nice of you to offer me this role, but I don't even know anything about making movies. I can't do it. And he insists that you do it.
And he says, well, I know a lot about making movies, and I can help you.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And I was like, okay, but if I'm really bad, he said, I got it covered.
Wow.
Yeah, so
that's amazing.
So now, who's the first person? So you're freaking out, I'm sure.
I'm totally freaking out, but I can't tell anybody.
Well, wait a second. When he says this to you, is Quincy Jones standing there, Michael Jackson, and everyone else?
No, Quincy, I think, was in another room because Quincy was one of the producers as well.
Right.
And so Quincy is aware of what's happening. And
what's Michael Jackson doing during this? He's just sitting and enjoying?
Oh, no. We're in the next day.
Okay,
I've already done the performance is done. Everybody.
Did Michael Jackson laugh? Did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you know, it's really funny because we became friends. And that's another person who would call and check.
Wow.
Say how you doing.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So wow, that original crew was pretty incredible. I can't believe it.
Neither could I.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that is the most intimidating situation, and in a way, the perfect test for Steven Spielberg to see what you could handle.
Yeah.
Because you put a room full of people like that together, if you can hold up, you could go on a movie set and do anything.
Yeah.
Was it hard the first day on the set for the movie?
No. What it was insane because my mouth was open like this. Oh, we're on radio. You can't tell. Okay, my mouth was hanging open because, you know, I was sitting at a table, and I'm dressed as Celie, and I'm sitting at a table. We're in the juke joint, and the guys are setting everything up, and they put a light in the flower thing that was sitting on the table. And I was like, what is that for?
Yeah.
And he was saying, well, that's so we can see your face. What? I was like, that's how you do that. At one point, there are several things that happen. There's a field full of purple flowers.
Right.
And then there's a field full of corn. And I come in, and the field full of corn is there. And we go and rehearse, and I come out, and half the field is gone.
Wow.
And I see them putting the purple flowers in. I was like, oh, that's how you do. Because you never, I mean, it never occurred to me that things weren't growing when you see them growing in the movies.
Right.
And the greatest thing was, it has not, all that I know about movie making has not altered how I see movies. I still believe what I'm seeing in the movies, which I'm really happy about.
Right, yeah, you still
you don't
suspend
see the
all...
inner workings, you see the movies.
You still suspend disbelief and go, wow, it's pretty incredible. Yeah. And it is mind-blowing. So when they send you the script, when you get the part, you can't tell anyone. Why can't you tell anyone?
Because Steven wasn't ready for folks to have the information that he was doing.
So you don't even tell your mother, you don't tell anyone. You tell your mother, that's it. But anyone else, that's it.
I couldn't tell anybody. So, in the newspapers, I would see, Diana Ross being considered for Celie. I'd be like,
no.
Wait. And then I'd call and say, listen, I hate to bother you, but I just read this. He said, no, it's just rumor.
That's going to be you.
Okay, it's still you. And so you'd see all of this happening, and then, suddenly they said, okay, we're doing it.
Are you still friendly with Steven Spielberg?
Yeah.
So when he does Abraham Lincoln, do you send him immediately a note, or do you call him?
No, well, I went to see it.
Right.
Because I just thought it was great. And friends of mine are in it. 𝗛cie𝘄𝗿𝗱,
right,
who was on Law and Order. She's in it. So, I got friends in it. I love to go see my friends working. So
it's pretty exciting.
And I said, yeah, it is very exciting, because I can say I know them.
Yeah, it's part of the excitement of being famous and in show business. You know a couple of these people. Yes, it's exciting.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. It's like, who gets to do that?
Yeah.
So when that movie is being made, do you get close to Oprah?
Yeah, we're tight.
Well, it was weird to me that you and Oprah for years fought. Not fought.
No.
But you assumed that Oprah hated you.
Yes, and she assumed that I hated her.
Why? How does that happen?
Again, people say, hey, so-and-so's doing this, and you're not there. And it's like, oh, okay.
In other words, Oprah's having a party and didn't invite you.
And didn't invite you. Or someone would say to Oprah, hey, Whoopi's doing this, and she didn't invite you. And what I discovered, and when she and I finally sat down, because we met up at Tyler Perry's house.
Right.
And I said, what what did I do? She said, no, you, what did I do?
Right.
I said, you didn't do anything. She said, well, you didn't do it. I said, well, what the hell? 10 years, 15 years almost of not really. And, you know, my mom adored Oprah.
Right.
We were all very close. And so, you know, she was like, I don't know why I didn't just pick up the phone. And I had to say the same thing. So, you know. You
always seem like the type of person to me who will write someone a note. You've done that to me.
Yeah.
And you will pick up the phone and call people.
And I didn't in this case. And I don't know why, Howard. It's odd.
You were close to Oprah during the making of the thing. You say your mother got friendly with her as well. And you guys really enjoyed one another.
Yeah.
And then when you won the Academy Award, did you think maybe there was hostility there?
Oh, no.
Why would that be?
No,
I don't know, maybe a jealousy of
Oh,
some
God,
kind?
no. But please, honey, she's the, you know, she was the queen of everything.
I know.
So, so she wasn't looking at me.
I know. I just can't
She wasn't
believe
going, damn, Whoopi got that. No, she was like, you know.
It must have been an incredible experience to go from, you were broke, you were cleaning toilets, you started to do your one-woman show, but that wasn't making any money, right? Real money.
Well,
Little
enough
bit.
money to live on.
To live,
yeah.
but all of a sudden now, you probably weren't paid a lot of money for The Color Purple.
Well,
more
it's all
money
relative.
than you had seen.
But I'm saying you weren't.
Yeah.
But when you won the Academy Award,
Not for the Color Purple.
for Ghost,
Yeah.
which to me,
But we were nominated.
Okay, you were nominated.
Yeah.
Everything changes, right? After you're in a huge, you start getting scripts and all that other stuff.
No.
No?
I'm still Black Howard.
And that held you back.
I don't think it held me back because I worked all the time, but it wasn't like scripts were coming
Flying
at me.
in, yeah.
They,
Because, and you're right, when you're a black actress,
yes,
it's hard enough white actresses getting a decent role. When you're a black actress, especially things maybe are getting a little better, not great,
so.
but then no one says, "Hey, Whoopi as the lead in Pretty Woman," or Whoopi as the lead in this.
They have to go through all the people first. Everybody has to say no first.
Everybody else in Hollywood had to be
say
busy
no before I can get the part.
Yeah, and it's so true. And it's like a lot of times a role is generic. Anyone could play it, and yet they
don't think
the
that
director
way.
go,
Yeah.
I never thought a black woman in that role. I always.
But you know, it is changing slightly. I mean, we see it on Broadway. This wonderful
people are
Felicia's
taking
daughter
every role.
doing,
Yeah,
Juliet.
Yeah,
you know, with Orlando Bloom. I mean, it's happening. You know, it's always going to be slow. It just is.
To me, the quintessential role for you as an actress is the role in Ghost. I mean, it makes sense that you won the Academy Award for that. Because, I mean, it is one of the... That movie holds up, and your performance is unbelievable.
it's the linchpin of the whole movie.
Well, the only reason I got the part was because of
Patrick.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I had a friend of mine come to my house in L.A. and say, oh, I said, what's the matter? She said, girl, I just came from this audition. Every black woman in the world has gone out for it. People got up out the grave to go audition for this thing. And I'm like in my head going, I haven't heard about it.
Where have I
Nobody
been?
told me.
Right.
So, you know, we have lunch and everything. And so I call my agent, you know, and I say, hey, I just heard about this thing. There's all these women go. They say, oh, he said, I was afraid you were going to hear about this. And I said, why? He said, because they don't want you. And I said, oh. Is
what
it?
I do.
Yeah.
Why are you the only black woman
The only
they
black
don't
woman
want?
they didn't want? Because the writer felt that I was too recognizable.
Right. Well, you know, when you think about it, you got into The Color Purple, and Stephen probably loved that you were this sort of unknown.
Yeah.
And wasn't looking for Diana Ross.
No.
And now all of a sudden you're known, and everyone goes, well, we got to get somebody who isn't known.
And so I said, oh, okay. You know, I felt kind of bad, but I was like, okay, because I was on
Now
my
here's
way.
a black role you can't get.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's
crazy.
Always crazy. And so I go down to Alabama because 𝗛cie 𝗿𝗍𝗍 and I are making Long Walk Home. And I get a call from my agent who says, hey, you remember that movie that you wanted to audition for? And I said, which one? He said, the one Ghost. I said, oh, yeah. He said, well, they'd like to come and audition you. And I said, what? He said, yeah, they want to come down and see. I said, what happened? I said, well, they put Patrick
Swayze
in the part. And Patrick's first question was, why isn't Whoopi Goldberg doing this? Does she not want it? Did she not like it? And they said, well, no, we haven't gone to her. And he's like, what are you talking about? She's perfect.
Right.
They said, well, no, the writer feels that it would take people out of the movie. And he says, well, I don't think I'm going to sign on to this until we at least audition her.
Right. Wow.
I never met him.
Right.
And they said, okay, because they really wanted him. And so they came down to Montgomery, Alabama.
Wow.
And Patrick Swayze and I met, and the first thing we did was start laughing. I don't know what it was, but somehow we were connected. I can't explain it. And we just started having fun, and they went back, and a couple of days later I got the offer.
When Patrick Swayze had the kind of juice to do that because he had that huge hit movie already, the one with the baby. Yeah. So he had the
Dirty
Dancing. He had the huge hit movie, so he had the clout to do that and the juice to even say, "Hey, I'm not doing this without Whoopi Goldberg."
At least audition her, and if she's wrong for it, then I'm not going to stick it. But
there are people who come along in your life who give you those kind of breaks, and it's like unbelievable.
Yeah.
Was it? It must without asking. Without, of course, it must have been difficult when he was dying, right? Did you have a last conversation with him?
Yeah, I forget what we were doing. I might have been doing the Whoopi show, and he was kind enough to come and do a part on it. No. And he said, look, I got the time I got. I'm having as much fun as I can have, and I'm going out like I came in, a big baby.
Wow.
I love. He was unlike anybody. He was just a good person.
Yeah.
And so he's the one I thanked when I got my Oscar because he and the casting director who had been bugging the director to at least let me come and audition.
What did your mom say when you got that Oscar?
Well, it's really strange how she wasn't there.
Why?
Because she did not. She went when I was nominated for Color Purple. She was in the audience. We were there, and we didn't win, but we lost to somebody who you respect.
Who'd you lose to?
Geraldine Fitzgerald.
Oh, Gerald.
Who did Trip to Bountiful?
Uh-huh.
You should have won it.
No. This woman had done such good work for so long. But because she was a New York actress,
she was overlooked.
Never won.
Right.
But she won this time for a really great part, which also Cicely Tyson, this tells you it's a great part. Cicely Tyson won the Tony for it.
Right.
It's a great part.
Right.
And she was great in it. So she won. And it was like, and she grew up she didn't grow up in Chelsea, but she lived in Chelsea with Rip Torn.
Right.
So I would see them, in my youth. And so it was like family one. So it was great. But she didn't want to be disappointed in public. My mother was really very private. So she didn't want anyone to see that she would be disappointed if I didn't win.
Well, that's crazy, right?
And so I call her, and she didn't even watch.
She didn't want to jinx it.
So I called her. I said, Ma. She said, hello, Karen. I said, were you watching? She went, watching what? I said, Ma, come on. The Oscars are on. She said, no, I wasn't watching. I said, well, I won. She said, good for you.
Oh, my God. Did she dislike the name Whoopi? I mean, it was you would name Whoopi because you farted a lot.
Yes.
And so didn't she find that, my daughter is Karen, sweet Karen, why is she Whoopi?
No, because she understood me. Yeah. She understood me. I've had so many nicknames in my life, Howard, it would just knock you out.
When you were shooting Ghost, did you know it was going to be a blockbuster mega hit?
No. We were all shocked when we saw it.
It seemed like a little film probably when you were shooting it.
It was a little tiny, you know.
Was it awkward for you to kiss? I mean, one of the most romantic screen kisses ever were you and Demi Moore.
Yeah.
You made out, and like that's when Patrick Swayze gets to kiss his wife.
Right.
Was it awkward for? I mean, you're straight as an arrow.
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever been into women, as far as I can tell.
Once or twice, I think. You know.
You mean full? You mean the full thing with a woman?
No, not the full thing.
How far did you get?
A little far.
Titties? You felt them up?
Maybe.
A little bit. You experimented?
Maybe.
What do you mean maybe?
I don't know.
You forget. You draw a blank.
Long time ago. No, not
Was it Barbara Walters that you felt up?
No. But you know how many women I've kissed in the movies? I kissed '𝗪𝗄𝗿𝗄𝗎.
Right.
You know, I have a
that's
giant
right.
kiss
Yeah,
with her.
𝗪𝗍 was.
𝗪𝗍 was gay.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Right.
And I think there might be maybe two more. I can't remember which ones. But no, I'm straight as hell.
But it was a romantic kiss, nevertheless. It wasn't awkward?
No, because it was, in my head, I was Patrick.
And we all assume that when you make a great movie like with Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore, that you all run off and become great friends afterwards. But that's not the case, right? It's a job, and you do it. And
sometimes you do.
Yeah.
And Patrick and I became friends. I see Demi from time to time, and we're all cool.
It's got to be a great memory, right?
It is a great memory.
Yeah, I mean, it's something. Do you watch that on TV when it airs?
I don't watch any of them.
You don't watch your movies?
No.
Why don't you?
I know how they end.
Right. No, is it because...
No, seriously. I know the end.
Yeah, but I
only want to see stuff I don't know how it's going to turn out.
Yeah, but
you don't want to revisit or remember, no?
No, because it becomes about, that's the day I had the bad period.
Right.
You know, I had cramps. I had
But maybe it's just the opposite. Maybe it's like, wow, that was like some of the best times in my life, and it's almost painful to remember. Like, it was so good. Like, I don't need to
I don't need the
revisit
movie for that.
You know?
The great memories, I'm lucky enough to still actually have them and celebrate them because I think about them all the time.
When you were so to me, even when you started to do a radio show, or you start even with The View, which is a great gig for you, and you know it's wonderful, but I still feel like as an actress, you didn't get to finish your mission. That there were more movie roles you should have done, and I don't know what happened there.
I had to stop.
Why?
I had to stop because I got overwhelmed with the business of it and not the art. You know, I've always been an artist. That's how I always saw myself.
What do you mean? If you did a movie and it tanked, you took it to heart? And
I didn't, even if I didn't take it to heart, other people took it to heart for you.
Right.
You know, people love to remind you, hey, you remember that really shitty movie you did? Wow, boy, was that bad. It's
no.
I know it was bad.
And that affects you.
It did. It began to. And so I had to leave L.A. I felt like I couldn't breathe.
Because everything becomes about the business. Your value becomes, hey, your last movie only made $7 million, and it becomes an embarrassment.
Well, people are embarrassed for you. See, I always think that if people come to see my movie, anybody comes to see my movie, it's a good thing.
It's a miracle. Right, yeah.
You know.
Someone's watching me.
Yeah.
Right.
But it somehow you had to live up to all these expectations, which I couldn't do. I couldn't.
Well, you know, it's an unfortunate profession because if you're an actor, you've got to act, and there's only so many good roles. So but you can't even predict what's going to be good half the time, right? And so you do it. And if it could just be, if you could throw it off like a mosquito bite, if you could just say, it didn't do well, but I'll go on to my next thing, you'd be fine with that. But the problem is you're too sensitive for it.
Well, Whoopi, did you have the extra added burden of carrying the black race with you?
There was also that.
Yeah, because you were it.
Yeah. And, people would, boy, you're not as funny as Eddie Murphy. You're not as funny. And I'm like, I wasn't trying to be. I'm just this. And why do you look like that? And what's the, why don't you wear a bra? And what's wrong with your hair? And what's up with your face?
Yeah.
And,
it's too much.
Getting it from everybody.
So in other words, what your mother said to you so many years ago, if you want to be an actress, you have to handle not everyone loving you. You couldn't handle it.
No, what I couldn't handle was people picking at me. I don't mind criticizing. I can take the criticism.
Do you have a Twitter account?
I do have Twitter.
There's a lot of negativity on that, too.
There's a lot of negativity.
Does it bother you?
Yeah, I mean, I have now learned that what I need to do is not be on it as much.
Okay.
But when I have something I want to say, like I've been bitching about this, the idea that guys are working in Washington and getting paid.
Right.
They're getting paid.
You're upset.
And I mean, I have friends who are in the military. Their wives, can't go to the PX and get stuff because the PX is closed.
And that's a great forum to get that kind of stuff out.
Yes.
You can't do it on The View. You can't get overly political and stuff. But yet, when you put that out there, someone's going to write back, hey, shut the fuck up, you're an asshole.
Yeah. And I say, yes, I'm the biggest asshole you'll ever meet.
So you
but
engage.
It doesn't change
the
fact.
Sometimes, but it doesn't change this fact.
Yeah.
And this fact is that these guys should not be should not be pulling paycheck while everybody else is on furlough. I just think it's wrong. So I don't mind that.
You once said something so startling to me, and I felt actually sad. You said that of all the men that you've been married 3 times and you've had we all know about your long-term love affair, right? You said that you never loved any of those men, that you only married people so you'd feel normal.
Yes.
What does that mean, feel normal?
Well, I just thought if I could be in a normal place, like doing normal stuff.
Do some time in the jail.
Doing normal stuff.
Well, it seems like when all of society's hooking up with someone and getting married and living that life, it seems like it's something you should be doing.
Yes.
And again, it almost seems like your self-worth is who you're tied up with.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is why I am very, very happy that I found a couple of years ago that I'm okay without hooking up. If I want to be with somebody, I can go be with them, but I don't have to live with them. I don't have to make their life my life. I can actually have my own life. And I've been with someone, whether it was my kid, since now she's all grown up. She's got 3 kids.
When you had your child, you had a child very young.
No.
Yes.
I was married 18. That's not very young.
Come on.
That's young.
That's
a
so
kid.
young.
Is that?
18?
Seriously?
You're a baby at 18.
Seriously, that's a child.
Yeah, I mean, 18, you hadn't even experienced your life. And did you fall into that pattern? Was your first husband, I know you guys divorced, was he around to help you raise your daughter?
No, because I ended up going to California.
Oh, so you moved away.
So I moved away.
And you were done with him.
Yeah.
And you had to raise your daughter on your own.
Yeah.
And so you never really loved him. You're probably too young to really know what love was.
Well, apparently, listening to y'all, I was way young.
Yeah. But
I wasn't in... No, I've...
But you said there was one man you did love.
Yes.
Who did you love?
A nice man.
A guy?
Was he famous? Was he any... Oh, okay.
No.
It wasn't Ted Danson?
No.
I figured you loved him.
It's so funny because people, one has so many, well, maybe one doesn't, but I think people have so many relationships that there's never one that stuck out for me that was like the boom, except this one guy. And he had nothing to do with the business. He's just a great cat. But he died.
How old were you when you met the real love of your life?
Probably 30.
You were going out with him. You knew you were in love. It felt different than anything you'd ever experienced before.
Yeah, it was kind.
Yeah.
It was kind. And it wasn't based on anything except mutual respect and fun.
What did he die from?
He died of AIDS.
Wow. Yeah. Was he a drug guy?
No. He had a, what do you call it? A
transfusion?
Transfusion.
Oh, my God. That must have been unbearable. I would think that because it's like, oh, no, not from a hospital, not from a transfusion.
Yeah.
Wow.
But,
How long did that relationship go on for?
About a year and a half.
A year and a half, best year and a half of a romantic relationship.
Yeah. I don't know if it was the best, but it was one of the most solid. It was one of the most solid.
Do you think it would have lasted?
Don't know.
Yeah.
And I
Were you with him when he died?
I was not with him when he died.
You guys had broken up already.
He pushed me away.
Because he couldn't handle that he was dying.
He didn't want, he didn't want me to say.
I get that. If I was with a woman I loved and stuff, I'd almost be like, you
are with a woman you love.
Yeah,
Aren't you married?
No, I'm saying if I was with a woman I loved and I got seriously ill, I'd be like, you don't want to be with everyone go away.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You would do that, Howard?
Well, of course, Everyone would have to stay with me. But I understand that, but that must have hurt you tremendously.
Yes, but I understood. I got it, but I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's when somebody says this is what I need, then you got to go, okay.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow. How sad.
No.
Did you go to his funeral?
No, he did not have a funeral.
What do you mean he didn't have a funeral?
He did not want a funeral.
Wow, this is some guy.
He was pretty great. He was a pretty great guy.
That's macho. No funeral.
He's like, look,
How do you not have a funeral? I mean, you mean just somebody puts you in the ground? That's it?
No, you're scattered.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you just get blown away.
Wow.
It was good. And it should not make anybody sad. This was a guy who lived a great life, the life that he wanted to live, and you know, he was a great man for me, and I had a great time with him, and I have nothing but happy when I think about him.
Were you early on a phone sex operator?
Once, yeah.
Can you make money doing that?
I don't know if you can now.
You would get on with guys. You went to work at a place where you would...
No, you do it from home.
You do it from home?
You did it from home,
yeah. How many calls would you take a day?
In the evening, never in the day. Maybe 40.
Could you make decent bread doing that?
Not really, not really.
And guys would call up, and what? You keep...
And women.
And the trick is to keep them on the line as long as you can.
Yeah.
Women call?
Yeah. You would be oh my goodness, you would be so surprised.
I like when Robin acts like she doesn't call phones. So great.
I talked to Whoopi, actually.
See, but you know what it is most of the time you would think that it was really about the sex.
Yeah.
But people are calling because they're lonesome.
And they want a connection.
And they just want a connection.
So you would have to talk dirty to them.
No, you just have to talk. No,
Howard, if I said, baby, I want to fuck your brains out, what are you going to say?
Say that?
No, I'm probably just lost my job. But Whoopi, if I say to you, your job,
if you call and you called the line and that's what you did, yes. But what I'm saying to you is, shockingly, 98% of the people that called were not looking for sex.
But wait a second. If I call a phone 6 line and I say, hey, baby, you know, I'm there. I'm a guy. I want to jerk off. Hey, baby.
Hey,
what's happening over there?
What's happening over where you are?
What do you doing? Well, I got my penis in my hand.
Wow.
That's pretty pathetic, actually. But you should see it's about an inch. But, baby, what are you wearing right now?
What do you think I'm wearing?
I think you're naked right now.
I could be.
Oh, you are a tease. You're a temptress.
Do you think so?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yes.
Now, don't forget to include your credit card in this.
Oh, yes,
transaction.
right.
Yeah, you always got to make sure you do that.
Wait a second, baby. Are you the woman from The Color Purple and Ghost? Oh, yeah.
Hello?
Oh, hey.
Oh.
When you must have heard some disgusting things at that job.
I'm trying to think. You know what? I don't think so, actually, because it would stick in my head. What sticks in my head is how sad it was.
I would think the word...
That made me sad.
It did make you sad.
It made me sad.
Is that why you quit?
I quit because it just wasn't working for me.
You've worked at a funeral parlor, too, right?
I worked at a funeral parlor.
Did you handle the dead?
Yes, I did.
You made them up, right? You were a makeup artist.
Is that the freakiest thing ever?
It's not. When you get the young ones, that's what freaks you out.
I mean, kids.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's the one you don't want. But let's talk about something else.
Oh my God, you're depressing me.
Yeah. I know, I'm depressing myself.
Oh my! Oh, I'll talk about something.
We were having such a good time.
So
what happened?
So what happened on The View? Jenny McCarthy. I think you're terrific on The View. They say that you're the most popular person on The View. That when you joined The View, the ratings went up 7%, which is a pretty big way to jump.
Right.
You know. I was surprised, but maybe not so much. They got rid of Elizabeth and Joy. Was that heartbreaking to you? Do you feel close to those two?
Yeah, I miss them. I talk to them, you know, from time to time. I send everybody emails.
Are you brought in on that decision?
No.
At all?
No.
No one says to you, hey, we're going to really... In other words, you've got to go along with it or else you're out. And that's Barbara's call.
I don't know if it's the studio. I don't know whose call it is, but it ain't my call.
I know you always say, "Hey, Barbara gave me the job, and I love Barbara, and I'm thankful for that." And I know you
And
were.
we've known each other a long time, she and I.
But when I did the show, the one time, I was sitting there. It looked like you were aggravated with her when she interrupts every minute and takes over. You looked physically pained to me, and I don't know if that's the case, but I tell everyone Whoopi does not like Barbara.
I know you do.
I do because
and they write about it in the news.
Yes, I believe it.
You started.
I started it, and I admit it. I saw the look of pain on your face.
I was in pain.
What is it, Gary? How dare you interrupt my conversation?
Whoopi's got to be somewhere. She's got to go to work.
No. That is bullshit.
and she contractually has to be there.
Whoopi control. Oh, that's so impressive that you contractually have to be.
They're going to come get you.
They will come get me.
Throw you in view
but
jail
no,
if you're
I
late.
was in pain that day.
I didn't even get to the Hollywood Squares years. I wanted to ask you about that.
Well, then maybe I can come back, Howard.
I feel you did that. I feel you did that for the money because you got $14 million to be.
Who told you, Chow? Who told you that?
I heard you got $14 million to be on Hollywood Squares.
Never.
Raise your right hand and swear on a stack of Bibles.
I have never made $14 million in my life.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Then why was I told that?
For the same reason you tell people that I don't like Barbara. That's
and the same reason we think 𝗵𝗵cie was raped twice.
That's right.
That's right. All right, listen. Let me sum up.
The one thing I always wanted to know, because Bill O'Reilly does the show.
Right.
And that's when you look in pain to me.
No, but I didn't even understand that. The View is about hearing people's views.
Right.
I know you don't agree with Bill O'Reilly about what he was talking about. And you got up and you walked off.
Yeah.
That I don't understand because the show is called The View.
Yes. I'll tell you why I got up and walked off. I got up and walked off because what he was saying was a very specific group of people were responsible for something when it wasn't a specific group of people, it's a faction of that group. And he would not hear anything but what he was saying. And I thought, well, if we can't have a discussion, I'm not going to have.
You got frustrated.
So I got frustrated and I got up and
it happens on the show. All right, I know, I got to wrap it up. Let me give a proper plug here. So really, the reason Whoopi even showed up, there's no love for us. She loves 𝗵𝗵cie,
which we all do, yeah.
And 𝗵𝗵cie is a favorite of mine. I adored this woman. She's one of my favorites growing up. She was terrific on every talk show appearance she did.
Brilliant.
And I would watch talk shows like it was...
Like it was school.
Yeah. It was school, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't miss Whoopi Goldberg presents 𝗵𝗵cie on HBO. I will definitely be watching that.
Excellent. Maybe you'll come up to the Apollo.
Oh.
Yes. Because we're doing.
You mean actually leave my apartment? I don't think so.
Come on.
What are we going to do at the Apollo?
Well, that's where we're going to premiere it, at the Apollo.
Really?
You mean
Okay.
I would be at the premiere?
Yes, I
would.
would
I
like
wear
that.
what? A suit?
You would wear whatever the hell you wanted.
I wonder what outfit I'll wear to the premiere.
But I'm inviting you, so
Thank you very much. Watch Whoopi on The View weekday mornings at 11 o'clock on ABC. And thank you, Karen.
Thank you, Howard.
I'm the only one allowed to call her Karen.
That's your role
All right, Whoopi,
now.
great seeing you. We'll be back right after these words. Did I end on time? Was I all right?
Just on time.
All right, good.
She's just got time to get there.
I didn't get to half of what I want. Let me come around. I didn't get to anything.
Wow. These times, they go so quickly. Hey! I would love to come do The View.
Do you want to do it?
Sure.
All right, I
sure.
can do that. Hey, baby. You are fantastic. Thank you. And thank you for all the, all the kind words, because I know sometimes you hear about me getting in trouble, and you always come to my defense.
Well, who's going to come to your defense if I don't?
Well,
we know about being in trouble.
I appreciate it.
I really can't wait to see what you came up with on that.
I can't wait for you to see it. It's so good.
Would it be all right if I asked you a question about the interview?
Sure.
So you and Howard really bonded over your mutual love for 𝗵𝗵cie.
Right.
In many ways, is Howard kind of like the 𝗵𝗵cie of radio, the way he discusses taboo things and push the envelope?
You know what? I never thought of it that way, but yeah, in many ways. Howard has always tackled things that people shy away from, and he's really bold about it and right up front. So yeah, I think there's a big bond between the two of them.
You know, you do so much interviewing on your show, The View. What do you respect about Howard's style and what he brings as an interviewer?
Well, I like Howard, so I can roll with him. I love what he does. I think his best quality is he asks you a direct question. He doesn't beat around the bush, and I like that.
I was saying to JD, as Whoopi was leaving, I said, Whoopi, I didn't even get to ask you about your spoon collection.
She has a spoon collection.
Whoopi is a big spoon collector. And she lit up. She was like, I do collect spoons. And I said, well, JD does too. And she goes, JD, I'm going to send you some spoons.
He collected spoons when he was a kid. That's why we got into it. And then we found that you were a spoon collector.
Yes. I'll send you something.
Oh,
So
now you're
JD.
into spoon collecting, aren't you?
Isn't that special? I don't want it.
He's not turning down those.
It is special from Whoopi Goldberg. So, I mean, I couldn't turn those down. But I don't collect spoons.
You do now.
Well, I have a gift from Whoopi Goldberg.
What I heard was that Whoopi collects these old, like, racist spoons, too. Like
I heard about these racist spoons.
Yeah, like, you know, I don't know where they sold these things, but they sell, like, you know, they have, like, you know, the typical, stereotypical black
like
guy.
the jockey
The jockey,
kind of things,
yeah. So she's got a whole collection of those. I don't think she's giving those to you, JD.
Because those are historic.
No, because JD
fine.
will get beaten up for them.
Oh.
Like,
Wait a minute, this isn't my old black Sambo spoon. Stop hitting me.
People might take it the wrong way.
Now, remember, you're not supposed to use these spoons, so don't be eating cereal.
No, all the spoons I get sent, I put them in a box in my office.
What happens when Howard Stern's staff asks him the questions they've always wanted answered? It's time to Ask Howard with Rachel Fine.
All right, Howard, are you ready for some fun questions from your staff?
No, but I'll do it anyway.
Thank you. Question from Charlie Hess from Howard TV.
All right.
What is the one superhero power you would most like to have, and what would you do with it?
I think fly would be good. That would be good.
No commuting that way.
I mean, look, I would like to have all of Superman's powers. I think Superman's got the full Monty.
Sure.
You know, just even like he hardly uses his heat vision, his super cold breath. He doesn't ever even use those,
right.
Especially in these movies and TV shows. It's like, what, did you forget about that?
Sure.
Like, I just go and freeze everybody out. And, you know, it's so great.
But no invisibility. You could sneak around with invisibility, I would think.
Yeah, but fuck invisibility.
Okay.
Superman can run super fast, and like literally you can't see him. That's why he can do everything. He does it all.
Yeah.
To be Superman is every boy's dream.
Gotcha.
I couldn't live in a world with Superman. If there was a Superman and I wasn't him, it would just kill me. Could kill me.
So better no Superman than you're not Superman.
I don't want Superman.
Question from Al Ragone of Howard 100-101.
Right.
In your opinion, if Gary never said the words Baba Booey, what do you think would be his next biggest claim to fame?
I think the pitch. The pitch was a big deal.
Yeah.
The boy can't throw. You know. And what's funny about it is he can't throw, and yet he's a baseball coach, and he prides himself so much on his knowledge of the Mets and baseball and sports, and it's so important to him, and he just can't do it.
Is that a bigger blunder than the I Want You Back tapes?
Oh, there's no bigger blunder than I want you to. Well, there's no bigger blunder than Baba Booey.
Okay.
To say that you collect cartoon cells and your favorite cartoon character growing up is Baba Booey, and I go, Baba Booey? I watch cartoons and Baba Louie. You know, and you don't know that is a blunder.
Yeah.
The tape that he made for that girlfriend to win her back isn't a blunder. It's just douchey.
I lost my lover, and I lost my best friend. And you lost your lover, and you lost your best friend. Okay, so that part's pretty even, but you gained a lover, and you gained a best friend. I gained a couple of lovers, or I gained one lover, but I gained no friends. There's nobody there to come home to call, and to tell all the great stuff. And like right now, I feel my professional life is like at a 9, and my personal life is at like a 2.
It's ridiculous. It's embarrassing. It runs the full gamut of ridiculousness.
Question from Mike Ganji at Howard TV.
What are your first memories of meeting Fred?
My first memories, again, you know, you're talking a lot of years ago, but my first memories were, you know, here was a guy who was the overnight announcer at WCCC in Hartford on the FM. And I walked in, and it must have been my first show, and he was the overnight guy. He was in college at the time. I remember thinking, how does this guy do it? He does overnights, and then when we were talking, he goes, oh, I go to school during the day, which is crazy, because when do you sleep? And I remember thinking he was good on the air, he had a nice voice and all that. And then in the early days, being bowled over, when I talked to him, we would talk about Saturday Night Live, and then he'd do a lot of the impressions that Dan Aykroyd did, and then he did his own impressions, and I started to really appreciate his talents. But I've said this a million times, the biggest thing about Fred was that he'd actually hang out and watch me and help me. Like, he would pull some records, or it was a very nice thing, very altruistic, because radio guys don't always help each other. And there is some jealousies and stuff, and Fred was like a really good friend that would, I didn't really know him that well, but he would help me, and it was so appreciated because I was so overwhelmed with playing music and trying to be funny and literally grabbing records, grabbing news copy. It was too much for one guy. And Fred would lend a helping hand if he had some time, at least that first hour. And I was so grateful. He was such a good guy that way. And then when he'd kind of lean in and maybe do a voice or something, wow, you know, and you really start to say, wow, this guy's something.
Did you know you'd be with him for the long term?
You know, I didn't know. I thought, wow, this is somebody who could make my show so good. I wish I had a budget, or, and I did say to him when I left Hartford, I got this job in Detroit. I am going to try to hook up with you again. And I'm sure he was like, yeah, right. But you know, you saw it in the movie. That was a pretty accurate portrayal. I said, I'm really going to come back. And in Detroit, I would call him once in a while and have him do a voice. He would do Howard 𝗏𝗄𝗍, and at the time, that was a big thing to do. And he did a good job. And you know, Fred's he's so prolific with the lines. It's not enough to do a voice. He's got a comedy mind, a quick comedy mind. Even though I told you he has to think about stuff, but when he's on the air, he's quick, and he's funny. You know, he could do a French accent and do that ridiculous thing and you know, and say brown S 20 times, and I'm still going to laugh.
What color were the children's eyes?
They're beautiful brownness. Beautiful, beautiful brownness. Oh, when you're staring into the little S, you can only think of one thing, how brown they are.
Well, thank you.
Fred has the ability to make me laugh. And so that's why Fred's with me, tremendous talent. So I remember meeting him and just thinking, what a nice guy. And then it blossomed into love.
Thank you so much. That was really, really fantastic.
A lot of fun. There was a lot of inappropriate questions, and everyone is fired. No, that was good. It was a lot of fun to answer the questions. Who knew anybody had any questions?
We have lots.
Yes.
I'm ashamed to say that this.
All right, let's try it. Let's try it.
Yeah.
You're up for it?
Yeah, even the discussion between you two guys.
I've just always been offended when you say, "Oh, John and I, what a great night." Oh, Gary, what a great night.
Gary is.
Well, it's like,
it's not saying anything about you.
Yeah, right. Why would you even be involved in that conversation?
Because he spent a weekend on a boat with his kid. He's a great dad.
I've seen Gary with his kids, and I'm telling you, he's a great father. I'm not commenting on you because I've never seen you with your kids.
How come?
Why would you get offended by that?
How come?
I was just saying, I'm throwing me. I'm just
Scott,
as good.
how come if he says I'm a great father, Will's not offended by that?
Because, I don't know, Will's a pussy.
No, because it's not about Will. It's about Will.
Will wasn't a dad when that comment was.
He's one now. It's just, but why are you in my business? Seriously. If Howard says I'm a great dad, why are you in that?
You, at the time, said that I wasn't a good dad because I like to golf.
You started from the beginning. You're like, Gary's not a great dad. Howard says he is, but that doesn't make him a great dad. I'm like,
and then I would go to talk back to you and go like, I'm a good dad. And then you would go, Howard, can you possibly be a good dad if you golf?
I've seen Gary's kids. They're very well adjusted. That's number one.
So am I.
But I'm not talking about you. It's the greatest thing ever. It is.
Go ahead. All right, so they're well adjusted.
All right, let's try it. Let's try it out. The point is we're going to try it. Okay,
good. He lets his kid have HBO at college. That is not a good dad.
Why?
HBO, video game, big screen television.
How's a big screen television?
I saw that article you wrote.
I actually know the size of my kid's television. I'm sure you don't.
There were 25 different things you gave him. It's like, oh yeah, I gave my kid HBO Go, and he got this and that.
Why is that bad? I don't know what that. Oh my God! Jackson went to college. I gave him my Slingbox password, my HBO Go password.
College is for learning, not for watching television.
Please, you got blowjobs from whores in college.
And sold coke. Not whores.
You went to college and you were like you.
I've never been to a whore in my life.
No, you never. You studied. That's all you did at college.
No, I did a lot of that shit. But if I had that television, all that shit that you gave me would be that much worse.
You're digging. You're digging. All right.
All right. Good. Wait for the air. Oh yeah.
We're going to play a game today. Who knows their kid better, 𝗪𝗏 or Gary 𝗛𝗏?
Oh, you know that Gary's got to win, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think Gary knows 𝗪𝗏's kid better than 𝗪𝗏 does. I would have that contest. Just have
crazy.
You'll lose.
Gary's
like the best father I know. He knows everything about his kids. And I know you've been studying all weekend. I got the...
He studied?
Yeah, like he was practicing with his son. And
Look, I wanted to ask a couple of simple questions. I got those out of the way. I have no idea what you guys are going to ask.
By the way, I'm not saying you're a bad dad. I'm just saying you get silly competitive.
Over anything.
It's I know, but it's the strangest thing with Scott. I'll be talking to Gary. I go, Gary, you're like the best dad I know. And Scott goes, hey, what about me? I'm a much better dad than Gary. And I go...
And it's not even about him.
I go, I wasn't talking to you.
No, you singled him out on the show.
Right.
And I simply said to Gary, not to you, I said, well, I'm a good dad too. To which he commented, no, you're not. You golf too much. So what am I
the rap on you is you'll be with the kids when it's good for you. Gary will be with the kids when it's good for the kids.
Howard, you know whose rap that is? Gary's.
Okay.
It's not.
I bought into it.
It seems reasonable.
Hold on, come in, Howard.
Is your handshaking getting worse, Scott?
You know what, dude? I'm doing 8 things right here, including I've got these kids over my shoulder. I'm trying to cut.
Are you nervous?
Well, when I'm doing all this stuff, I think it does make my tremors go a little faster than they would. Look.
Are you sure you don't have Parkinson's disease?
It's not Parkinson's.
Wow.
I was tested. It's called. They're called essential tremors, and that's that.
Does it bother you? Can you type and stuff, or is it?
No, it doesn't.
Boy, it's gotten much worse on him. I'm worried about him.
He says he's had it looked into.
Yeah.
But I want to bring up the point that Scott, for some reason, I don't know if he has it in for me, but Scott always brings me up for anything. So, like, we were in a writers' meeting a couple of weeks ago, and somebody just said, hey, we should bring our pets in to see whose pet is, whose dog is smarter. And Scott just blurts out, I know my dog's smarter than Gary's.
Yeah.
Like, it's always about me.
No, you know what it is, Gary, is I am a competitive person, and you're the only person that gets offended by that. I'm simply fooling around, and you That's not true.
But Scott, you never say, like, in other words, if Fred says, hey, I think my dogs are really smart, you don't say a word. If Jason said, I think my cats are really smart, not a word. As soon as I say something, it's like, oh, I know I'm better than Gary.
Well,
it is. I mean,
guys, let's bring the dogs in and
Howard,
find out.
Ask anybody here.
My dog is certainly better than his.
Ask John on the.
I've seen his dog. He pees on the floor.
Doesn't pee on the floor.
Your dog pees on the floor?
No, he just made that up.
Well, you said don't pet the dog or he'll pee on the floor.
Oh, submissive peeing.
Well, by the way, we have the boys in here today. Scott 𝗵𝗻𝗿𝗱's son is here, and so is Gary's son. And Lucas, yeah. And we're gonna find out who the better dad is.
Well, that makes him crazy too,
I know.
Scott.
What happens when Scott loses?
Oh, they're both in there.
When Scott loses, he's going to start complaining that it was fixed or unfair.
No, whoever loses has to record this big long line that they wrote out that said, I, Gary 𝗛𝗏𝗏, think that Scott 𝗵𝗻𝗍 is the greatest father in the world. He's a much better father than me.
Right.
But I don't know that this show is going to prove that to me.
But I said, don't you?
But you're gonna. If you lose, you have to do that.
That's the.
Well, first of all, I didn't know that was part of the bet.
There's a penalty.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
But Scott, don't you think that knowing your kid is part of being a good dad?
I know my kid. I know him a lot. He's right over my shoulder. Kyle, do I know you? Say.
No, that's Lucas.
Kyle.
That's not Kyle. That's actually 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Kyle's behind me right here. Say it, buddy. Come here.
Hey, Kyle.
Do I know you?
Yeah.
We talk a lot?
Yeah.
See?
Kyle looks like a nice kid. Poor kid.
I think Kyle listens a lot.
Kyle listens a lot.
I think Kyle's
a good listener.
Yeah,
Dad. Whatever you say, Dad. Sure, Dad.
Kyle,
okay.
do you ever get a word in, or is your dad always talking? Yeah, you listen. I hear you.
It's like Stockholm Syndrome.
Well, think of all the wisdom that kid
Well,
gets.
I think he knows his dad. Wait a minute. We should change the context.
Lucas, you think you're going to win this, or do you think the 𝗵𝗻𝗍𝗍s will?
No, I think the 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏s are going to take this one today.
Yeah, your dad.
You're wrong, son. You're wrong.
Hasn't Lucas played Scott in some game on the internet?
Yeah, they played Halo a couple times.
Have you?
That was Jackson. That was
I shot Jackson in the head and the back.
You got him out, huh? You beat him, huh?
Who cares?
I don't know. He does.
It's a game.
I know.
Why are you on the game? You're like a borderline creepy guy. What are you doing on the game with kids?
Kyle, does it bother you that your dad plays video games with young kids?
To play them with him.
You play with him?
Yeah, I'll play with him and like 3 of his friends.
Right.
Kyle, is there ever a time where your dad's on the game and you can't get on?
No, we have 2 Xboxes.
Oh, that's what.
One for Dad and one for Kyle.
There's no problem there. Dad has his own Xbox. Good for you. All right, so we're gonna. What time are we playing that? In the 7 o'clock hour.
7 o'clock, yeah.
7 o'clock hour. We're finally going to put to rest who is the better dad, Scott 𝗵𝗻𝗍𝗏 or Gary. They'll be there with their boys. We'll ask them questions, and we'll put an end to this ridiculousness. It's crazy. 2 of them argue and argue and argue.
Today I'm here to prove that I'm a better father. The problem is there is no test to prove who's the better father between Gary and I. So these guys are going to ask a couple of questions to Kyle, my son, and I'm going to hopefully answer it, get them right. But if not, they're going to walk away with Gary's a better dad, and they're absolutely wrong. I'm a great dad, aren't I, boy? Son.
Yeah.
Kyle. That's that. I'm feeling okay, but I don't know what type of questions they're going to ask, and something tells me... not that it's fixed or anything, but Gary probably knows exactly what they're going to ask.
Well, I know I'm supposed to be objective in this whole matter, but I am pro 𝗵𝗍𝗍𝗏 today. I am pulling for Team 𝗵𝗍𝗍𝗏. And, Scott, have you warned Kyle what it's like to see Gary's teeth up close? It can be very, very scary. So,
what's Gary's nickname?
Baba Booey.
Best of luck, 𝗵𝗍𝗍𝗏 family.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Gary 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏, and this is my son,
Lucas 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏.
And we are here today for Who Knows Their Kid Better, because 𝗵𝗍𝗍𝗏 is always telling me he's the better father and he knows his kid better. What do you think, Lucas?
I think we're going to win.
We talk a lot, don't we?
Yeah, we do. We hang out.
Yeah, Gary, you tell a lot of stories about Lucas on the air. You know him well.
We spend a lot of time together. We're in the car a lot together. We're home a lot together, especially now that Jackson is at college. I'd say we spend a lot of time together. We talk. I mean, I don't know. I think whenever I speak to Scott DePace, he seems to only know, sports and gaming. But Lucas and I...
That's true. No, we have a wide range of stuff that we do together.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're going to do well.
What would it mean to take down Scott DePace today?
I think the bigger pressure is on me. I think I'm such a favorite that if I lose, I'm supposed to win. It doesn't matter because if we win, it's got to go, well, that doesn't make Gary the better father. It just means he knows these stupid questions. He'll always have an out.
All right, listen, we had to settle this one way or another. Gary and Scott DePace, for some reason, are always arguing with each other.
I would like to say, by the way, I say something and then he argues with me.
Right.
No. A perfect example of how this happened. Gary, you had said Gary was a great dad. I simply said, well, I'm a great dad. He says, no, you're not. Who really threw down the challenge? He did. He said, I'm not a good dad.
Yeah, but I was talking to him. I don't even know why you jump it. Like there's 50 guys who work here in the morning, and you're the only guy who jumps in.
Why would
there.
you always say that to him?
I challenge what he just said. I didn't say, I'm a better dad than you. I said, why are you involved in mine and Howard's conversation?
No. That's now what's coming out of your head. No, not then.
Kyle, as Scott's son, does your dad argue a lot around the house? Is he always involved in discussions?
He argues with my brother. He doesn't like to watch movies.
Right.
My brother, I'm sorry, my son.
My brother.
Well, that's what you're like a child.
My son doesnn't like to watch movies, so we'll argue about what to watch, and he really tries to get over on us, and I'm the hardliner, and my wife is not. So my wife will give in, and I'm always like, no, we're watching the movie, and I put it on, and he has to leave the room.
But give in to what?
Things like last night we were eating and we had chili, right? And there were some chips that I had just opened a bag of tortilla chips. He wanted the lime flavored chips, and I said, "No, I just opened these. That's what we're using." And he got really upset, and I stayed tough, and I said, "No."
Would it kill you to open? Like if you open both, what would happen?
You're giving in and making a bad kid is what you're doing. See, who's the better dad? Challenge is over. Challenge is over. I win.
But maybe you have to pick your fights. Like maybe it wouldn't have been so horrible to pick lime because he's a human being too, and maybe he wanted lime chips.
But he always does this. So what he did, he started whining, right? He started going, I go, stop the whining. I ridicule him a little bit, right?
You ridicule him a little bit.
That's all the child psychologists say ridicule first, yes.
Because I'm tired of the whining.
Right.
And then my wife, thankfully this time, said, yeah, Derek, no whining, right? And then what did he say to that? He said, well, sometimes it works.
Kyle, blink once if you want to get out of the house permanently, and I'll get you out of there. That's all you got to do. Blink twice if you want to stay.
I gotta say,
he gave me the once. I'm getting him out of there. I'm calling child services.
I would have opened the bag of lime chips. I don't think it's that big a deal.
It's not that big a deal.
Listen. Yeah, can't this kid win sometime?
Kyle, what do you think of that argument? I feel your brother's a human being, and if he wanted lime chips, would it have been so horrible to open the lime chips?
He said it hurt his mouth when he chewed them.
Yeah, the chips are chips. Right? So, listen.
But you hear what Kyle's saying? His brother was saying that he doesn't like the other ones.
He doesn't enjoy them.
He doesn't enjoy the ones you enjoy.
They're the same thing practically.
But they're not.
But not to him.
I don't know how I grew up. I mean,
so how you grow up is the best way to grow up?
But listen, opening a bag of chips, you needed permission to do that.
Well, maybe in your house it could be different.
Well, I don't ask for. I don't make them.
Do you ever have a chip preference? Do you like some chips better than others?
God, so you're saying that's wrong?
Let me ask you. Do you like some chips better than others?
What if your kid wants
I didn't say anything. I'm just asking you. Do you, as a human being, like some chips better than others?
Yeah, I guess I like the regular tortilla chips rather than the lime flavored.
Can you accept that your son might not like the regular chips and might like the lime flavored ones?
I can, but often he is contrarian. And we'll pick the other one on purpose.
But listen, so let's say...
Wonder where he gets that from.
Not from me.
Let's say he wanted lime chips. And you say, you know what, we're having a nice night. We're all sitting around together. My son prefers lime chips. I'm going to absolutely let him have what he prefers.
Kyle, would that have been so terrible?
I guarantee.
What?
Get on the phone right now.
No, I'm
a child psychologist. I guarantee you they'll say, I'm right and you guys are wrong.
Because you made a decision and he has to listen to it?
Do you give in to everything your child
Not
wants?
everything, but that might be a reasonable thing. If my child wanted to jump off a bridge, I might not give in to that.
I think what Robin was saying is, if you're going to fight that fight, maybe Chips isn't the place to fight it.
And why fight that fight?
Where does it end?
What did the kid learn from that?
He learned that we're in charge and he's not.
Oh, great. So that's how he's supposed to live the rest of his life.
No,
so
until he's 18. He's in my house.
But how is he going to learn to fly on his own if everything is your way? Does he ever?
That's not going to teach independence. No.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
Having him go out and rake some leaves,
So in other
that'll
words-
teach him independence.
No, that'll teach him slavery.
Yeah. Kyle.
Lucas, have you ever done yard work?
Yeah, I do it like every now and then with the leaf blower.
With the leaf blower? How about you cut the lawn?
No, we don't. We have people to do that.
See,
Kyle, you call me whenever you want chips, and I'll send over a package
well,
of
listen,
what you like.
It's already bad because Kyle doesn't eat. He won't eat the chili. He won't eat a lot of things. So last night we had to make Artie those mini hot dogs for him.
Okay.
And it's like,
by the way, do you guys eat anything healthy over at your house? Mini hot dogs and chips.
The kids, mini hot dogs are
mini
good.
Mini hot dogs is the worst thing for the kid. If you wanted to teach him something, mini hot dogs.
Oh, let's all
By the way,
have fish and vegetables.
No,
like Howard was.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying the choices are unbelievable. Chips and
they're fighting over them.
They're fighting over it.
And if not that, it was Elio's Pizza.
Oh my God, Kyle. So your dad gave in and let you have hot dogs last night. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, good for you. I tell you, you're a lucky kid.
Finally, you got to eat something you want.
Well, tell me about these microphones. Where's Scott DePace? Because I'm feeling
Scott Salem. Yeah,
that's Scott Salem.
I feel like Kyle's microphone isn't on.
I do too, but it is. I have it on, but I feel like I'm barely
very
hear
low.
him.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Scott. He's eating. Okay.
Don't rush.
You didn't hear that? You can't hear Kyle? What? What is that?
I'm working on it from out there. I'm just trying to figure out what the problem is.
You're eating and working on it out there. Yeah, okay.
Take a bite. Think about it.
I mean, Scott, I got to ask you something. Do you ever listen to the radio and go, gee, something's wrong, maybe I'll come in? What?
Of course I did.
Yeah. I mean, do you ever, kind of respond to the sound of the show and feel responsible? Well, let me hear. Now say something, Kyle.
Hello.
No.
Hello.
Tell him what you did this weekend. Played baseball. Go ahead. Tell him about your game.
I was pitching. Got a
All
couple
right, it's better.
strikeouts.
What'd you do, Scott? You hit a button. So
I think he turns it on.
I think he turned on the. I don't think the mic was on, was it?
No, it was on.
It was on. But what'd you do? I'm curious.
One channel is bad, so I just took one channel out and used the good channel.
I got rid of the bad channel.
Okay, thanks. Go back and finish your breakfast. I don't want to interrupt. Jesus Christ. You can barely hear the kid. You'd think he'd come in. Why do they bother me with
It's
sound?
not important to hear the kid.
I mean, there's another kid in there, isn't he? Just listen to him. I mean, it's crazy.
He can answer for the
What's
both
going on
of them.
around here? Lucas, have you ever seen anything?
No, I mean, I've never seen
I can hear one
like
kid
that.
fine.
Lucas, you want to know why? Lucas, you want to know why this happens to me? I'm too nice. I keep everybody around.
They're not going to
Maybe
win
you should have been raised by Scott.
Exactly. I would have this place in order.
You know how many times these mics were tested before we started the segment? I mean, probably 100, right?
10?
I would assume so.
Not to mention, Howard, my headset is cutting in and out, and it's distracting me.
Right.
Your mine is too.
I got to go back in there again.
My headset's okay.
What am I going to do? Now they're going to make me interrupt my breakfast again.
My oatmeal's going to get cold.
What else is wrong? Everything's wrong. Why don't you concentrate on the positive? I can't believe they're all complaining.
You're just talking to each other. You don't need headphones.
It's just a dumb radio show. Miserable and I'm old.
Where's the ketchup for my home fries?
Why don't you go watch TV with your lime chips? All right, so now it's time to play father and son game, okay? And really, this is all about who knows their kid better. Let's have the intro music.
It's time to play Who Knows His Kid Better? with Gary 𝗻𝗏𝗏𝗍.
Hey, don't talk about this on the air. Cut it out.
And Scott 𝗻𝗏𝗍𝗍.
I don't need to be taught anything.
And now, here's your host, Howard Stern.
Oh, thank you very much, everybody. How are you? And let's go meet our contestants. First, we have the 𝗻𝗏𝗏𝗍s. Your name is Gary 𝗻𝗏𝗏𝗍, I assume?
Yes, sir.
All right, Gary 𝗻𝗏𝗏𝗍 is from Connecticut, and he's here with his son, Lucas. Lucas, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Now, Lucas, I understand that you think your dad is a good dad, right?
Yeah, I think he's a very good dad.
He's a very good dad. You yourself, you love to go to school, am I correct?
No, that's incorrect.
That's incorrect. Oh, sorry about that. What grade are you in now, Lucas?
10th grade.
You're in 10th grade. How is that?
It's really good.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time.
And what are your hobbies? You like to spin records, I understand?
Yeah, I do.
What does that mean, spin records?
I DJ. I'm a disc jockey on the weekends.
Right. You enjoy the music the black people make?
I mean, if you want to put it that way, yeah, I guess.
Absolutely.
Actually, it's all white people now.
No,
what he's
it's
listening
all
to.
black people and Eminem.
No, that's hip hop.
What white people?
He's listening to EDM, electronic dance music. That's all Swedish.
Are you?
It's all Swedish people.
That's like Geronimo's thing.
So you enjoy the music of Swedish people?
Yes.
So do you do that like scratching stuff, or do you that?
No, not really. Only when I'm doing hip hop DJing, like I guess what Howard would say, black people music. But
right.
I'm actually.
Can you make it? Yeah, go ahead. Yes, you're actually.
No, with the EDM, it's more of like a smooth thing. It's not really like hard cuts.
So you perform at school and you perform at dances and things?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you. Can you make any bread doing that?
I do, yeah. As a private DJ, I make a few bucks.
No kidding.
He did. I roadied for him last year, Howard. He did a gig that was a little under $500 he got for the night.
Look at you.
At your high school dance?
Scott. No, it was a private gig.
But do you do that at your high school dance or whatever?
Not a high school dance, but the high school had like it's called the Cardinal Games, and that's like it's like an Olympics for the school, and I DJ'd that.
He works at the teen center every weekend. That's where he spends.
Scott likes this.
Girls must be into him.
Oh yeah.
I know. They see me at Arch Street.
Gary must be doing all right. His son is productive.
And Lucas, I heard a rumor a few years ago you were thinking of becoming Jewish, right? You were looking into Judaism as a way of life. Is that true?
Yeah, I was. My best friend's mother, she got me like really into Judaism somehow. She was just like,
how dare she?
No, she was I had a lot of respect for her. That's why I was into it, but not anymore.
Did you come close to converting? Do you want to sing 𝗻𝗏𝗍𝗏𝗍 with me? Here we go.
No, thank you.
I'll give you an education. No. Here we go, everybody. 𝗻𝗏𝗍𝗏𝗍, 𝗻𝗏𝗍𝗏𝗍, 𝗻𝗏𝗍𝗏𝗍. What's more fun than that?
Do you have any idea what that means?
Don't you want to join again?
It means I want to go hang myself.
Oh.
That's what it means.
It means I'm not getting girls.
It means I'd rather listen to Swedish dance music. Lucas, believe me, that's a tough song to learn, honestly, if you're really going to make the full conversion. But you're out of that phase now, right?
Yeah, no, it's just it was a short-term phase.
Right. You were raised Catholic, I assume? No, not really, Gary?
Not really
he hasn't been really raised anything.
Was he baptized or?
I don't know.
You don't know that about your kid?
I don't think he was.
Scott,
this is over.
Scott,
already.
was your kid baptized?
We should have had that.
I know you know that.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, isn't that nice? Well, Gary, I'm getting nervous about you. We'll see.
Lucas, were you baptized?
I have no recollection because I would have been like 6 months old.
You would have been a baby.
No.
Lucas and Gary, the game today is how well do fathers and sons know each other to prove once and for all who is the better father. Now, Lucas, do you think you and Gary, your dad, will win?
I do. I think we're a good team.
All right. Let me say hi to their opponents. This war has been going on forever. I want to say hi to Kyle 𝗻𝗏𝗏𝗍 and Scott 𝗻𝗏𝗏𝗍. Hey, you two.
Does Kyle feel competitive?
Kyle, do you feel competitive like your dad, or are you just like, are you turned off?
I'm competitive.
I wonder why your microphone's not on. I mean, you're speaking fine.
Hold on, talking to that one.
Talking to this one.
Hello.
Yeah, there's something going on.
Scott,
this
I mean, come on, guys.
3 out of 4 ain't bad.
I mean, how long is that going to go on? The other microphones work.
Can we give Kyle another microphone?
They're getting Kyle another microphone.
In the meantime,
Want us to share this one?
Kyle, do you know sign language?
Thank you. I mean, I was going out of my mind here. I go, well, maybe Kyle's very soft-spoken, but he seems to be right on the microphone. Holy moly. I mean, what is with my engineer? It's unbelievable. Thank you, Evan.
Scott.
Evan, why don't you just become the engineer? Why do I have to put up with Scott?
Try that one out.
How's that, Kyle?
Hello.
Is that a little better?
Hello?
That sounds bad.
I think there's something wrong with the whole
It's
connection.
something wiring wise.
There you go. All right. So it's 𝗦𝗵cie. Yeah, kill that. We'll just take it into our own hands. Thank you. Kyle, Kyle, you understand I've been at this game way too long. I really have. I can't take it anymore. Do you understand what I'm saying? Have you ever been so frustrated that you couldn't take it anymore?
Yeah.
You have. Okay, thank you.
Did it involve chips?
Kyle, what grade are you in?
I'm in 7th grade.
7th grade. How's that going? Do you like it?
Medium.
Medium. It's okay. What is?
Can I just say, great student here,
Yeah.
top of the class for math, science. He's awesome.
And what if he wasn't? Could you still love him?
I would still love him.
But you'd be less in love.
No,
But
but
you'd
I,
be less proud.
I would have to work with him a little more.
By the way, Lucas on the honor roll every semester last year, just saying.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, boy.
All right, Dad. Thank you. Thank you, Dad.
Kyle, what is your favorite subject?
Math.
Math is your favorite subject. You like to what are they up to there? Algebra?
Figures.
We're doing shapes right now.
Shapes. Let me tell you something. That's very impressive. I myself am still struggling with math, although I'm the mathematician on the show. I have to figure out the years and things.
And I might say that math and science are the most important of the classes.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to argue with you there. Okay. And Scott, what do you do on the show? I've never quite figured it out.
Director.
Right. Now, do you know your father's a director, Kyle? Has he explained to you what he does?
He directs things.
Yes, he directs these. Is that what he says?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
He yells at people. In other words.
These guys don't ask me about what I do.
Why?
They
Why don't-
see you on television and they go, that's the guy you work with.
But Kyle, why don't you?
They know Gary's Baba Booey and that's about it.
Kyle, why don't you ask your father? Is it just something that irritates him?
He makes these really long answers that I don't like to listen to.
Join the club.
All right. Well, I'm with you there. I'll tell you that. Now, do a lot of fans approach your dad? I would imagine they do because he's such a popular figure on the show. Do they approach him?
I've never seen it.
Never once.
I get it, I guess, about once or twice a year.
You
I'll
do?
be out at a bar
Someone
and
will
someone
it?
recognize me. Yeah, that's
I'm surprised.
it. Yeah, it was more before. But.
Lucas, what about your dad? Is he constantly harassed by his fans?
It depends. If we're at like a baseball game, a hockey game, or football or something like that, it's like everywhere you turn, there's like some guy who's like fa-fa fooey.
Yeah, Baba Booey, Fa-fa Fooey, Fa-fa Fohi, any of these names.
They all work.
He's a man of many names. When you were a kid growing up and people would yell out Fa-fa Foohi, Baba Boohi, did it confuse you as a kid? You're like, that's my dad. What do they mean, Baba Booey?
I had no idea what they were saying to my dad.
Right. And your dad to this day still does not let you listen to the show. Am I correct?
No, I feel like if I was anybody other than his son, I'd probably be allowed, but...
He's right.
Yeah. Well, that's true in a way. Why don't you let him exactly? What's your
Because
feeling?
it's not about the content of the show. It's like there's things about me he doesn't need to know.
Right.
I'm very honest on the show, and I don't need, the stuff we talk about, I don't really care. We're pretty lenient when it comes to that sort of thing. I mean, we let him play Grand Theft Auto 5 all day long.
Yeah, that's a very violent game, isn't it?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Lucas, have you ever called him Baba Booey?
Yeah, once or twice when I was younger. So you'd call me in the kitchen, you'd be like, Papa Fooey, come here. I'm just kidding, I don't know.
You never did, right? You always call him Dad or something.
Yes.
Or Dad Dewey.
That could work, that could work.
That could work, too. So so when the fans would come up to your dad and stuff, it probably was impressive to you, right? He's a bit of a celebrity.
It was exciting.
Yeah, sure.
I think some of them were a little scary at times, huh?
They creep me out.
All right. So you never went on the internet or looked up the show and kind of went behind his back to hear what was going on?
No, I did. I found out some stuff I probably didn't want to find out.
Right. It could be painful, right? What is the worst thing you found out about the show when you went on and secretly?
I'm not going to say.
You keep that to yourself?
Was it your dad's foot fungus?
No, trust me, I already knew about that.